organize a workshop for all creatives. Mekanyum to for content creators. I was a resource person and special speaker for the occasion. Me so many knowledge ama acquire industry name for 10 years now. Me so many young creative ne share here. In fact, yes, change a lot of energies, engagement, network here. Yes, church adwin to and I know some more ba Ashanti Creative Summit ni bi. You guys are super empowered. Yenchia Dr. Frank Amoako hine. In fact, and yeah, Ashanti regional ministers nyina yenya omu nyina na so passionate about your creative space way. And for once, yenya Ashanti regional minister and any war, your musicians, your creative arts agents, any actors nyina ho a I was say upload on Nyamisha no on any team. My brother, I believe, baby, I will be. Thank you for being a support system to Dr. Frank Amoako hine. Sanso na ni PA awuche must say harmony team ni nyina na nya nra kwa na minim sese Dr. Frank Amoako hene kra asa at TV channel a wafa youth ni bebra watumoto omo ye adwuma o ha ye friend Ashanti Premium TV eno omo na ye coverage na share young girls and young boys omo ye adwuma TV station wa omo take coverage streaming ni bibia ye say Dr. Frank Amoako hene ba na ode share initiative na ba young guys enya akwanya ye adwuma ewo channel ni din de Ashanti Prime TV. So there is a channel regional minister no abetia young guys enya juma ya be control cameras e be streaming e be say ya chese telecast it and I say broadcast it, anything e be see ewo Ashanti region. Amazing. Also they say Ghana police for crowd or Mwankasa personal TV. Yeah. And they say I think say institutions ni nyina obia e dey. Yeah. Ashanti Prime TV. And then Rami who mama afefe young guys in fact omo ye adwuma o ha omo be coverage of Ashanti Creative Summit. No, it was amazing. A concern more. Yes. Video. What's your yes. Now.
Was a landlord there?
Landlord. What tomorrow 20? Ashanti region Mr. Yamana Baso. I'm saying Ashanti Fest no. Washas here. And me also any actors na koye a Unity football EB. A also Nancy and as part of a strike and in fact, regional minister Idi Entanya is to be brave. In fact, whether you're MPP or NDC, this is a gentleman that we need to protect for the region.
Baba landlord, me believe you say like the when the moon na share now I'm forgetting about partisans no.
Yes.
Say NDC, say MPP, and no said here, but the when the moon the person yema Ashanti region mo na say here sana madwen kire me because you can say and the NDC sem na say energy ni be form. Sana me hunu already since oba I won't lie to you, he's really trying.
In fact, when you and work kuma would need actors in because when said double mu case or the and mean said penny na time na when you go Kenya penny be money etia neoma bebre so a
say we are say den obi won ferry for den obi de obeye bia no wo nipa ba ku bia okasa wakoma to form wo say nipa na ohuna wakoma ba for nti I think say Dr. Frank Amoako ahine right now no sana sinifo na say sana Kumasi Ashanti region industry ni ehunu say o strong pillar say ye tena se na ye brand ho asema no na ne nsem ne fa obeboae because under on a camp and am say 20 million ye kan aba ye creative arts aba emada obi akra hu bi da enti me feel say we should give him that chance na ye support no na ye ntana chi dan say negativity no and am say ana ebi person sorry around him but honorable ye bohoma ye na ehwechiri obi antimi ntra
because obi no chiri for
obi no chiri for some papa
because I don't know I mean me am it no one is more MPP than me but Charlie obi through their part was here notion of onye de enti I mean the
I na etra kase Nigeria for no say omo pade a omo forget about
omo differences
no omo coming together and the mean coming together they be na the amount for the example
to achieve one purpose
it me enye bi at least yenti ase na ye for your adwuma man no because I believe say ono no initiative die say ye tena se pa na ye tie na ye yi watimi wakame say de watima try ka nyina bom no na yan kwankwa ye say partisan sem na NDC ni na say ye tie ni say I won't lie to you, you go far.
All right, then what tomorrow the general now saying in Kano, no na drinchi o semi pachoa we nye MPP ni NDC sem ye nyina support regional minister because you no ya dano in fact initiative or dey be nyina so ebe boy. Anyway, munim say the ye no e drew Friday bia ye mo akonya ma o te enwuma aba system ni mai e wase wo de ka u playlist ho nti me pachoa ka che wadan for entertainment headquarters na nesa MC portfolio me ma bedwafo nyina tena se DJ Manucho atena se sanso na production team ni nyina tena se na wise ofie ha and some also so we have and Asante Creative Summit no come no na a lot of issues
okay.
In fact secondary schools headmasters headmistress or more attendee be raise concern say GS the night ya say artists no yem buki mom ko SRCBM especially Asaka headmistress ni be raise concern the entire place ban on Asaka the entire buki Asaka artists. Okay.
Let's say SHS one.
SHS one say yes
artists no.
Yes. Yes. And my reasons. Headmistress ni headmasters omo ba ho my reasons in tia artists ni bi wo ha. Yes, some of the artists ni bi wo ha. Ya place some soft ban on them for now. And just a permanent decision.
But
say they feel say some of the artists ni bi wo ha. Over the time no almost a year omoba be perform here a chirensem edoso especially how they carry themselves e bin so say in conform mo de omoba se obuki artist na conform mo de oboba ne enyoma amount for be security problems near there so there are some artists on my place ban on them and say oh your head mistress na say oh tro kokra say oh yes as we can they have to scrutinize artist crowd the neighbor bi wo ha omo say some of the influence bi o ma say omunya on kran so no omo
pe
nti for now no some artists bi wo ha SS for a friend Charles here conference of assisted senior high school omo penyin for na tu omo nine SSO omo say for now there certain artists bi wo intimi buki omo
especially Asaka
there yes na ye ka revolution of Asaka ho asem and a teacher ni be raise concern say enkrano epe omo favorite artists no most of them are Asaka boys so now no GS any chance ede some band be at omo so they are unable to book them and no regional minister nhwe ho asem no nka regional minister so responded to sa issue na abano ye betie ensem ni nyina because yanhwe ya if you don't try to yanhwe ya protect this idea way ya ebe ha because when him say the Asaka community no the active music consumption bracket near this SS4 ni pa enti ya wase ya hwe baby a bi artist ni tosin ni address na baby a headmistress ni school for ni chance nso tosin na ye nyina yetimi ba na be affect your artist no
anya small campaign
yes serious pa and meko KG
okay
yesterday we were privileged to have the headmistress of Kumasi Girls on also raise concern why or Jenny say a chance for and I said GS authorities na etu omona see why they can't book certain artists no or chair na dream chair so I think say from an authority point of view no so yentimi rubbish no I was say yetie no na so ye de kwa adwendwem na so afuto bi I was say creative executives ye two ye artists ne for na yetimi ne omo ye adwuma nti ne nyina regional minister so e kan ho asem ye betie ne nyina nti sa ne ma we nyina but first and foremost ye mfa nko fresh and brand new music about system ni me pacho summary old playlist no update ni se na ye me hu enwuma ko first music if you say Chrome Sikeni ne Slim Kid or say Chrome Sikeni on Slim Kid the new one about a friend of Ronaldinho me pacho update to playlist se
FM.
I just did my dad. Man done the fast. Shawty call me 2 times, say she won't come my dad. Say she won't come my dad. Shawty speaking, she's teasing, no. I be the Reggie, I be, you know. told her I'm not interested. No more wrong investment. Those days are past tense. I learn from my mistakes. If you no get money, you no get love. Nah. Me a deal. Music can be poor, me belly pillow. When it be, I want it though, but don't see you. I grab on me bunny say he run Latino. Many a bill, me a deal. Music can be poor, me belly pillow. When it be, I want it though, but don't see you. I grab on me bunny say he run Latino. When you my dear no fire, baby I'm a solving my time. Jimmy Dio, but I got from zero. We a cancer me a Leo. Baby me dear hero. I knew that bomb band to me warriors Antony. You're papa in your my yaya could
yes, Ose Cropsicani on a slim kid, fresh and brand new one. I'm a friend of Ronaldinho. Big trapper for a reason. Mepachoa, mami, update you up next on your music library. Mepachoa. Checking me. Muamunim na ne champon baba kono. Sheila music. In fact, that lady way, she's sitting on a time bomber. And a Busiano and Pa and young woman, Pachoa away on the Kweku Darlington, or the fresh and brand new by a friend of forever. Now see your mind instrumentation on Sheila. Kweku Darlington forever, update your playlist.
Today you go hide one baby and go push another baby and caption I love you baby. Man I'm forever man. Today you go show you flowers, but tomorrow go show you pepe. After the other you drop it. Man I'm forever man. Go trust man. Now you're all risk. Man will never change until Satan is born again. Go trust man. Now you're all risk. Man will never change until Satan is born again. So necessary. Gonna fair. After the judge.
Come on, I say, on a fair.
Show you pepper.
Yes, I go meet.
Come on.
I buy a Masaki.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheila. Kweku Darlington, a friend of forever. Big jam. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Kilentia. Bianca say Kilentia. In fact, Kilentia ne rough father di Bakwaba. And our own name Kilentia. Skit maker or bangers. In fact, Ghana skit makers or more bangers are Kilentia kahon. No ne rough father. Akabo monfrewe woso. Na saboni pe ni enyumwe. Asabone Kilentia Asafo Powers on the rough father if we whistle.
Joe Cole the beat.
If the dear gonna be, I go down to your friend is yeah, best I said be. Some of your friends who take it. If the dear gonna be, go down to your friend is yeah, best I said be. Some of your friends who take it. They say, are you ready? I'm so my radio. Abu Awa, Maso Melez, Mopapoa. Peja was a kakara, Toto Naikakara, Peja was a kakara, Mese Toto Naikakara, Maramedie, Manjole, Doyewe, Namichawas, say, Kelentia, Sudia,
Come on, Kilentia Samay another banger. And now I say, ladies and gentlemen, Kilentia Asafo Powers on the rough father, big tune. I say, what's so? Come on. Social media woman be Big jam. Charlie Kumasi boys ne say ho too much. Where a monster hits. Hey, kill it to say oh.
Why is a Gary?
Kill it
to why is a Gary?
All bangers.
As for powers. Hey, back to back.
All bangers.
No, AC.
Echo.
Warm. Enam. Wabbo.
When Nim Ketwa now.
You see, boy, we know. I think that why you're skating the music as a room.
But
it is helping him.
There is a jam.
But you're too talented.
Now, do you know? Now, event people book him not just for humor appearance. No, they book him as artist
for performances.
And even 2030, I also Manson Kunso Mankranso, Happy Jones Resort or Salafest Nelson. Now, Odasuno backstage. I mean, it's a big deal. And I mean, the transition. As both as a musician, as a, it's very applaudable, Charlie.
Port, Killen to Uncommodie, Cassie, dear, Adiabeti. I think that Killen to Ghanaians should watch out for him. The talent I've in own food. And never be when you move. So in your good management, when you come a big pen, the Killen to remember or the Baba Ghana phone, or be to be hoodie. Or frame within this week.
Okay.
What's the number one next week?
Next week, yeah. Maybe we have an appointment.
Then you will also the Baba Boka. I also the Baba Bomb figure crack.
Take us a Ghana phone. Obana o Bema Kentika Oti Hana Bemana.
Oh, no, some support no. In the killing 200 bit more killing.
Mammy send the warning.
Open you 100 bit and me pass my
maybe I will be a killer dear by audio.
So need the voice are you running any
Pelentiano or zero one casa action.
We now they are tiring and no
Charlie Chaplin.
Do you know say before Fugu trending? I can't say
and what? Number one next you get my digesting more.
Yes.
Now you post motor and embalming because no. Also Ghana for that time, man.
Yes.
I'm not for so you're too rigid. One in Nema or you, but
he is the only skit maker or known Ghana Parliament at any year a whole discussion.
Oh yeah.
The whole I mean Ghana's Parliament any year whole discussion on budget. I mean he has given us time.
I know the term so timeless time.
Oh spirit of a year creativity na with me and I am my versatile. As I do share baby na the amakelent ya dewi and show bit my konen say when track no so obesho kwadwon cancer level na all share nyum to ase no na nya afi no no bedi odo nya afi no obeka brabo mu nsem on yenjame aha say
so brabo mu nsem kokenata way
eti on say uni music field one gidigidi a na person ye ju two mon that side na o de after a year two a enwuma e bitima agba ma nkura de asa no to that lane and hodom na kelent yanam esa na oh yes we your party songs are sana pese me show
and because
we your party songs are due to
kelent ya studio city even if or trot is a kenata cry na man attention
that was why your party songs
what have a human image
around him
na was so energy it in songs are why nyina it me reflected the brand na or the pie baby anyway
what to do was so
what did you was on
all the guitar plus
and now said me kind Asante Music Summit no eba so na yes me rema is we are na kopeska near discussing your man say we be discussing your man miensa obviously we are going to talk about in passing Kojon Cancer Lorena Sema Obeka na recently about paternity fraud who say or suspect say according to the news report now we cry say allegedly
about life on TikTok. No trouble Carlos.
Yes.
TikTok.
According to say Accra or nim say any bar actually 10 years. Wa kwa DNA who say enye ne ba. And as to whether say no on any former wife bow say on
then one
Accra bio or before we don't know, but we'll delve into that real quick because we are Nkasa former musician now 10 MP A plus and so the bill at parliament say was say parliament share na say oba di nyinshen ehye bema enya ono no dia analytic hu akire was say man so ye den yetimi di omoto aban kukum kakra nti sa ne omani nyina no ye bebiebiem na ye no but then yen go back to Ashanti Music Summit ade ekopie mu tamana me ye speaker amene regional minister ewo ho aye di nkomo
na na metete ho mo Felix bebrebe pa o na mu di nkomo
pa ho
enra mo ya de
na nkomo ni mu di aye hu no ye di nkomo na aye kire nioma aye kan rise of Kumasi music no na one of the tutors are free one of the secondary schools of St. Louis eka say na say nkran ne SLC no JS anase chas abetu omo na say omo allow mo buki certain artists be and it was news to me na me nim da because me nim say SLC week bia no artist night e wo ho and artist day wo ho no but you say this year and I say for the past chas and a conference of assisted senior high schools authorities no I say they won't allow students and I say SLC week to host certain kind of artists. Yenina AMCA and to the original minister him say on far ne nine NC so na same way there because the community of fan base no artists need to build your more craft no especially Kumasi boys na these SHS people and so monka ho there then we are killing the artistic growth in a way. The headmaster of Kumasi Girls Senior High School raised concerns entia unknown as headmistress. It's been very even difficult to get certain artists to come and I say book certain artists and then wame akunya say obechirichim now near di nkomo dientia unknown as headmistress and I'm talking about the headmistress of Kumasi Girls Mrs. B.R. Powers or Kumasi Girls and only a bidding nkomo no I come from headmistress perspective. Dientia say or dream say I had din say ubebuki artists no ebi omo mention a bit about the behavior of some of the artists and omo be perform we are a train sembebre. In fact they also mention security, they also mention exorbitant charges of artists omo consider say when we are SS4 omo niska and the kind of rate card they are quoting and the fact that say skabi wo ho. In fact, OGF authorities also say for artists na artists no authorities nintia say dentia was say such an amount e for artists and crying so say omo pe artists what you say na ye ka say crying so ntia kakra na ye ntimi for artists na parents so emu na kutukum nti it's a very difficult situation and ye portray be engage the headmistress of Kumasi Girls because she was present and also raised concern but then Ashanti Regional Minister so kasafa honti me pese say production are ready we'll go back and take a listen to question secondary school tutor Netoma Ashanti Regional Minister in connection with why they can't book certain artists especially the Asaka boys for anything SLC week or artists nti abusia for samoti enka the aba bedroom nti eno ne ye hwe animu na yahwe ekwan a ye befa so mate say lumba so abusia panyi ye say yetuno Yetuno and
official.
She said, "Yeah, Matisse Yetuno. Let it be Abba. Minim Eseplatia." Well, I think say you go back to the production between your letter Namamia. Agro. Real quick, Yabeko headmistress one and Nakudim Komo. But before then, no, this is the new development. Abba, Chas. Etune Naya Sisu said there are certain artists that can't be booked for Student Week SLC. And a student SLC week, especially in the secondary schools, they say. Okay. There is the new development about Ashanti Music Summit in Enra.
Young one, I say,
go.
All right. But, assembly, Nekano, I say, second of a I say, yes, I was say 20 money. Okay. Some behavior be an course doing SLC week. Now, say, week, I'm no be Busame say. Why can't I go for SLC week in the Bible? Because back in the days, okay. Yeah, recently, yeah, na yes, na a buy and also a boy because of yeah, and crown. I told Diana artists be they are wishing, dying to meet
101.
Yes, it is no say, Omunyane sa a moment. What I said, and also born also, or where SHS when you dream, the aspiration is a or be a musician.
100.
So, omiti such people now a boost to the morale.
Yes,
it's
true. And if testimony, Reggie of Asaka Boys testimony. In fact, he's been broken down by the news.
Yes,
and according to him, or say if he has statistics of SS4 omu wie school no many da so krasan omu na inspire mama omu ye nyuma na omu nyina so there's a lot more and he's ready to talk. I think the next week obeba now no so be responding why important. Perception be omu Asaka boys no but I think in as much as creative people try to protect our people, the school authorities some sort of genuine concern why they are also unable to book certain artists for
Diana say this time and age still na man for who say Sankofuku no say wo mumba but I say we are your global village obi phone ekuta no ene de obi timi de phone na you have no idea
who teacher crash na de unni
on see abontin wo shedem but no ma wenya from phone no ene mo me band phone from ewiase tenkra untimi use phone menka say de musicians ne kusku mo koye ne nyina correct but omontia say those musicians no omoba around ebe necha eye wonu so person mo yenyon eye very important that be ameka say creative space on still na nipa bebre hu mfasodu a was space we mu mfasodu no so too much I say abe se wo ma ho kwan ama ni glo a mfasodu efiri mu ba ne doso.
Okay, so that is one aspect. The other aspect of how musicians no omo charge if a charge for Felicia is on a reasonable price for you to charge SS for until the kind of sikane budget booking artists they feel there it could be channeled to other aspects.
But number
okay.
Senka bimpo komu raise concern say because back in the days na SRC no anyone gidi no na edru week bisa na students na perform school
variety show.
Okay,
variety shows near that. No students now the performing, a beer rap, a beer dancing. No more invite you.
Maybe because that I'm no money financial muscle, and the pressure was not there to.
Maybe just say come on, angle if you want man. Say suppress students now. Ama as a person you mama for beju atum because your musicians be bra, ko show mo career, almost start free school. Now school on no. Just omu ye superstars. Awo mu school on mo kwa bontin kwa yeshu but when you invite obi amanema it no school for na bibi to entertain themselves among for superstar on free school on and some number be mainstream
but at the point in time it gets boring. They want to see their favorite superstars also
so until I'm say kind of no e twa no twa it is an can almost free sa point na ba many problem but as to say be an kra say but sika almost say almost charge na no die. Musicians in bit maybe
because who said musicians be was student rate card or
yes
musicians be your student or free show rate card or so I did rate to so a rate card or honum and or student price or honum but it looks like now most of these artists are the same rate card or they corporate people no the same thing of
that one they have the keys because what me me charge school that
and also raise security concerns say obi ba entourage odo mo ba se bi obi beba kra na neoma tuetioma no but you say artist no can team ho odi bera SS for compound and you can't even stop them because artist need team to bo a convoy dey ba no obe na need artist na say the problem ni no ho na ne nkofo na di na chi na afi omo ne ma girls no ehye bi ne
and you cannot do away but still na they can manage because we be free abontin ba we invite no no say me entourage ni e dey ba dey na ba ya dey afa but say bia some best schedule say we mainstream artist na wo ba also did this number of people any be do echi and I feel so time say now ba dress code is very important and
the dress code
substance be on in kwa say what the school and I feel so no ba o say your friends say cadet for no ekohia ma your place bu amuntimi nko you are not allowed to be here to be there say no man so ba e ma agro na nyete
that is it because if you want to restrict the artist from feeling free and on back
kind of
that is why regional minister so until yanko tie insem no
ma me nin komo eketu
di mai
when say last 2 years me imagine say me pese me di enije ni be high school me nim pay for be di nkomo omo che me trans ka kire me say enkomo na media e be boa education system ni pa because say all work and no play make Jack a dull boy ti san komo de e ye me de na me bu some say dey nti na mo pese musicians no e be ba omo campus on enkomo mu die pa na e say almost your content they say e way nyumu no e be a vulgar too much yen nyom na say boys nyom na e say a school for ne pe high school for ne pe no bebrebe na ye vulgar en sem e wo enyum nim no enye enema e wo say ye bobo no school obetima ko tie no ofie de obetima ko ade wa upia bonte ko have fun na obetima ko ye sa ne me nyina wo but the moment wo de obi foforo beba school mu wo say ombeto sa nyom no you want to tell the student something say you crime pay for the idea to say akura we embrace school mu and no acceptable secondly omudi ka wo catch them say student discipline and only as a musician if Rabontain bar and kuma moody or there are a lot of people ba mimi say bia kwaku flake ko ba de mbeko e bia ye bekita ye wine bi ye bekita ye nsa bi e bia obi obetwetwe bibia fa ase obetwetwe afa ase school ni no etenten obehu ne manya beka kwaku flake mpo na yes that means me yes anyama we ya betima bet say kwaku flake e be kakran no na sa de di rescue sa de so pese twa ano so ati de pese si ano ti sa nkomo no mu di kire ba no security concern but baby a ma ewo so wan hwe ya ebetia ka okum omo ye nkwankro mo wo school afi na ekwa kwakire omade omo ka kire say eduru baby a your musicians not taking advantages of our small girls.
Yeah, it's true.
Because of person who a big star be our town him or person a big star ni din come.
Na big star no crowd when you money hard you know. Omo do much.
And no asem
maybe mama only okay na take picture.
And no weekend. Oma akwana twa wo. What the can be so akwana twa wo na akwana pie. Wona kodi agubone na akofo asema bento omo din come for security system no. Star and crown ni e twa wo day in day out. Eco programs ema ade na ethical omukom. Ana omo say school image. Say to the school boy a Methodist school, a Roman Catholic school, a sorry be na be school,
a missionary
school. And to say, oh my musician a bar, it be a for fun dear. Now so about who you know, not school the fapem. The fapem no change you know.
Parents ni be all cry they will say na what say me ban all this one. But then say missionary school but you can't also force religious ideals on students because well okay say if you go to Rome
Islamic school we are where say Friday bia no you walk ya blues you walk say unka hu bia kwatran ba bia ye no ye nyina gba koye
but so first they do entertainment well you can't
tell me call Wesley
asem ne kan
na SDA be kwa SDA by me school ni kakra open Saturday omo entertainment Sunday no mo ye but na ye Saturday na ye entertainment it na Saturday no omo nyina dwane from school boy ho no be have fun Sunday so na so ye ko mo bi Sunday yes ye homeda so what you say intino unhu school bia fapema no hunu how person we ye wa de but pot me ko mo am 2020 ye boys no omo abuse omo tumi kakra the moment I obey na nto be ko school bi ho akwa perform no o feel say ho na ego power no also show
scratches in you
also show because when him say school ni here no but school ni here no but o feel say na ni je no na dey ni je school
because and who is SLC president me I've been a student leader all my life. It is annual. I've been in the middle of battling with authorities as against the students. Students in this one artist way. Or more SLC dues and to me financial. You know, still no almost president what do music because when to me I'm for my favorite artists and yet I'm bro. In the case of me as a student politician, we a headmistress and I headmaster so no matter what CC are dying. So one for students in the favorite artists and bro man, they will say so I feel it. It's a difficult situation.
ARSRC. Yes. Asante Regional SLC.
You understand how it plays out.
I'm your organizer. I'm in try the report. Yeah, now I'm not na ya na create any deal. Near mommy will be in trouble until me create any gem my. But
say now we are talking about
me no would income this report. He say young crow mo school quite talented more. I'll bet my variety shows. They in the what na me timi say programs back to back e school more na through her now
that was then ani timi dey campus stars show now when who say a certain St. Louis e dey yaba e dey kwaku smoke aba when who say a certain opokuware e dey e bi asa akodi aba we dey to be saba now dey all baba be catch yes you because we are the poorest SLC president
we will work around our benefit we will work around our price we will work around our account but ebini say and also Kodore back to back because Kodore me na tina say catch say he say ba e be ko SLC ene empanfo ni nyina back to back e be ko eduru ba bi no atwon wo be eja south obo mankra so obo mank obo nkawe obo test school say what ebuako around the ring Kojore nko back to back ya santo no obo say
but imagine ebia Kojore o de Kojore eso budget 30,000 what I say Kojore so budget 30,000 say SRC president ko submit bill ne ma headmaster bia obeka se nam kra munye serious o betam ska we dia koma artist no be na stage 5 minutes 10 minutes 15 minutes no ko munye serious. So some of the authorities don't even understand performance fee. See they say nka obeka se ati ade we entimi ntu bo ho ade we entimi nye say money.
What is draining them? Is it because of
a lot?
Yes, Ghana more now. They don't focus on yes Ghana kasa.
Etienne yani KG headmistress kasa ono so be speaking from a headmistress perspective ni atina see wotumoto yen call there so na yentie. Yeah,
minima sebia is kana ebia epishoma
sika security and even okay sika 1 sika 2 according to them security 3 the influence culture impact on students no and 4 how our team no artists be abusing.
I think say Salome nyina yebetima so
as of okay
enye ne ye be sa dey way back cra team go for dances juvenile say team go fund the ko elsas ye the ko schools send no see twes credit ne ba ebia sa time na amount no ebia sa exposure no right now ebia ye the artist na bam sa kodemu ewum tawale mu mo enti elsas nkoma odi sika o so a anya by force. I think say artists and said in this one no the school no mo first betimi no you go for that person.
Okay,
what I say we dey security there artists na wo school no feel say na me so me banti gaga ko so set bi so dinachi set ne so refi say ye school enye fie nkomo na yeko ye ra campus ye ko school na no ma bi twetwa no no nyina ye betima di nkomo because sanko fie ye betima temu mo say big man saje we yenye no school mo mo ba school mo say no we yenye nti wo do artist we artist and nkyere say wo ba ne no beye de wo pe bia because omo no yetibi control mo say de omunya shows wa boti yetibi ga say won ko abran fa manager nko no ate ase no are na wo ba school mo ye say emfa wi ma won te ase no maybe structures empanifo no mo start from now e bo na mo na say atwa me bo mo no mo nkasa ya ki school for yenye fie for
but on say emra bi o ha say ba mu so e be limit creative energy ni
school assembly e kan
say ya o ba ji emfa say bia when bia Stanford Stanford go from obey show here ebia kokuflik na ebia ya santo for so be show no here kokuflika into the same red card na the man go from.
There is also another concern
that you better gate fee
that be we better gate fee we want gate fee
you better drink what is
school no e dey no onya
ana dey kura say so mo consider ne say enkra no am your fans na advocate
say you farmra
so shut that part and say oh once I choose me there I have to do something
because me if me say me artist manager na say show me no be ebe boom na me share you see growing these are the fans that will grow with you.
Yes,
sometimes you don't even wait from physical no you wait from how you can capitalize on that database of Enkrano and no more grow with your brand.
Are you better?
Yeah, so yeah
papa we ni manager I'm actually the manager better say at times ebia ekrobi pen pa ba kumasi phone here obeka just say David kumasi phone has so
yes that's loyalty factor
you get it kumasi phone has so munti mesere momo dum de no on na mbe kumasi phone de ni
yeah
enti unim say nkwan ni hia nkwan na kwaso na so epeja for now o fans are nkwada no enti so mka so mu hia wa reason up
okay
gene kakra
so ko SS ni bi o
so ko SS ni Jack me kura
dia na oye no SS na ya
ka mo hanka me yenyes ka kura ntwia we enye nkwaji obi a gate fie ya ho
ebi ya so enti o mas anyway
me try the
yeah
so person build a fan base enye ye mpanyimfo no
kwala no
enye ye mpanyimfo no
Sam reality responsibilities are bem and kofo e dan every day
what you say
it say
these are all build a fan base
me say me ntimi nya time me say ene me amampa me teka mu a senye radio na me ya say me afina me meet adofo nyom ne ayo say now it's now that I'm pedunyo me make sense to my life because I drink that me so no say enye MC ne hype man kra me ya ebi anka saka nyom kra ka But when they have a soup me say they will tell you the kind of artist or a superstar. One here okra unim. Obeko yes ye pay certain kojore, ye pay certain allergy be. What you say pay Tony that be ye it's sankophone nyina o ntino omo na de bi omo internet so 24/7 on sheba on she they onya sika data no data. So these are active users of music.
So they don't have case.
So if you want to tap in, sacrifice, you get something.
Omuni case. Adiena bibia to
case.
There be to strengthen something. To strengthen something, rules and regulation. How the be govern wadi. And maybe be a din. But just what I say. So on your pick pointy problem pe. You solution one. Solution is send ade to talk because adiena be order of the day. And I said, now can so yes, year from Nana Ada and as a sister school, I'm sure I'm trying to be crabby major school.
I saw a performance.
Almost set it up
and musicians, you know, almost a selected musician. Almost among boys to be boys among no, and no, and
and I said it will still limit creativity. Because creativity
and don't tell what of Korea Bano. It's not of Flekaban, you walk of Fabia, Bisakeda. Menu didn't come pot. What is it? Pot me because no. Oba MC wedding. No walk of far Abia. Enfan say sorry to say me person. Me disrespect you. Obi ejuma bia. Abia. O akoye wedding. No walk of patapa beji now. Menu wudin komobi. Menu wudin komobi.
Pass.
Jumadi idea as a nam ne pepper yeso. This a high school no. Not person organize idea. Musician or ye decent, or ye discipline.
No, but the kids no, they have outsmarted you. They want this person. They want to know. They want
no. We are by training.
Who school me? And now I say, anyway, tomorrow so
yeah, the morality.
Answer na some musician neighbor school. But I will show me and Kwanomotonyo no. Word for word.
Osuan ofie.
Yes.
But school no ye free fan e ba. School ni report we. Onim teacher ni ka kire me say. What the atade we about school na come that means what obi accept to be what teacher ni no on na betre me nyansa, betre me morals. It the teacher ni na accept say ye for musician we mre school mu ho. Na akwa na oba ye no e be no mu wi, e be no mu nsa. As say the one team.
But anyway,
people when accept to on school mu wi.
Mama issue AIB. This so for now there Omam mention but oye dey utimi hu say eni nyina ka ho because
obeda bandolo
me so ayen kwani tie question no see the by any regional minister concern ye dey to any mensema okafa eti me bacho Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 we are live on Facebook bacho Ashanti Music Summit ye call ye any concerns ye raise say GES the banner to certain artists from performing to the SHS community ne hon sem bebre and yeti me bacho atimai.
Thank you very much. So to begin with, we want very positive influence in our kids at senior high school. I think that one of the major concerns for them was the introduction of drugs and other culture within the senior high school that were becoming worried. Once we are set in our mind that music in our contemporary society is still to promote our culture, to promote our national patriotism, and it is set to really encourage and even be able to support our students. I think it shouldn't be difficult to be able to get some of these things through. The reason for which these forums and summits are very important.
More creative from the regional. This is what Cecia the GES Eka for booking of creatives free Ashanti region for SHS fanfare near the day. Anyway, now assembling in regional minister Kasawieno, this was the position of the headmistress of Kumasi Girls. The entire are difficult to even book creative from Ashanti region, especially the Asaka boys. And some of the creatives are Omuje and say, in fact, sad day we affect to Mrs. Bia Powers, the headmistress of Kumasi Girls. Yenti Asamo Kai.
so much. I shouldn't have said anything, most especially when our Honorable Minister has spoken. But I want to put on record that Charles isn't against anyone's talent. The reason the region came up with Ashanti Regional High School Music Fiesta to discover talents. But as Minister mentioned when he came in his intro message to us, the charges, the way some of your artists charge us when they are coming to perform in our schools, and when they come, they don't spend even up to 30 minutes. And it is really a whole lot of issues. You know, every policy has its own rules and regulations. Free SHS policy frowns on collection of monies. And so we as church members, we don't have the means to pay. And students will have to do the contribution to be able to pay for the activities that they engage in during the SRC week. And they will go back to their parents because they do not work. And parents then complain that free SHS, we are not supposed to pay money, and schools are collecting monies. It comes with a whole lot of issues. Number two, as Minister mentioned, your artists take to their pages or their social media handles and advertise where they would be. Security is a problem. The rate or the number of youth, the townfolks, and in all humility, we do not judge book by its cover, but some books can easily be judged by the covers. And so when you see the sort of boys that will scale the wall, they don't even walk through the school gates, and it's a female institution, it's a mixed school, even if it's a boys' school, it's scary. And so it gained the popularity. And at national level, just decided that certain aspects of our SRC week celebration could be dropped for the tertiary institution, so that some aspects could be carried at the secondary level, where we will be sure of sanity and everyone's safety. So we are not against the talents, but what goes with it.
Right. Thank you very much for that clarity. It was worth having.
Asem Ehu to say Kakeku, you're still logged on to Angel Entertainment 96.1. Your MC portfolio, any elevated conversation, MLT Entertainment is semi. In fact, because issue of consent, me per se ye any other issue bia ne ye digest the issue way because if issue enkwani be discussing for today, cry me I think it would be far better off because I didn't know who here. Now you had the headmistress here. Try to say Benyano phone line also. Yes, the headmistress of Yasantua. Sorry, KG. Mrs. Bia Powers. Okay, one artist neighbor or advertisers or baha town for ne omo fans nyina fa we etwitwa war no omo fa ho abedim kwasem. Two, scanner omo charge no abnormal. And a three, simple. Se omote so kra mpo na se school no ese students name finance omoko catch omo parents na parent di omatem say aden na mode bed we nyina sa aden abeto ye so. Four, ekwan musicians need be conduct omo on stage ne influence omunya during and so during performances no what they are saying tisa we nyina no hwe ofili say eka ho bi and all say even when we nyina echi no matimi abuki artist na omaba no because SHS shows in Entino, why not you say passing through no asako show be our sajiaka home into a buy fast 15 minutes 10 minutes or bobo boni nyumwe ya pa no ide osako into sanu mwenyo say if artist is charging this exorbitant price to come and then just perform for 10 minutes no ajiska we no kwa there is no value for money. So that is Madam Bia Powers, the headmistress of Kumasi Girls. And I can say,
point. That means Shana power na kuku. Yeah. Sound Kumasi didn't be na Mishrano. Na Miss Many Badger say headmasters and the headmistress be na best or regional say. At this sound Kumu ya tray and penny phone.
Regional minister say, what say, on no subestion, may I share how I mean, parties ni me no nyina e betimi
before the obo madam ni edin komo bi in studios performances be ya nuanu bi call schools bi e ko perform here stop
and crying such a boss money and they been in now
so what I said my let's be real here my because
that's also honey brand the ladies man brands into a car was all yen hon near my money
who say school now
adie nya na fata ba you now ba nya na fata
apart sala first
school wako school na wa unze nkran no omo age wan kasa kra age
unuanom ketenkete no
me feel say enyum bi wo kra ni kwasa perform
no
I say playlist exercise
asem ye kan kosisen wa abra bi ani ho asem ni nyina ne se
emra no ho na best
so ko mebo me pa cho ko Dubai yesi ye nom san unta man for small go nom sa be ko na shisha anwem so ati ase
ye tewa
sanete it asem no mo kenyina ne se emra ben ne da ho ti mo force ade no e generate na e de bad influence e ban kra no so a eno an se ya hyehyɛ mra de ato wo se artist ni betimi aba artist na oba no lyrical content et say this number of people na betimi di aba time say na betimi aba watch o say time say ufiri hono pa cho so ati ase behavior say na betimi di aba so we wa de bia untimi mfam basku see ya provide solution to the problem near say be lament ya ade be chi ade be san the same thing na ade ni be ye ensi sashe awon sase ensi mra emfanto hono two we are artists now who cause secondary school
now unim nyansa now we brand o
na why me bo we are artists now who go school untimi this side of amount us I just say bi omu nyina ko muti bom this samra
o mu team marry boys na
so wow ni so perform school what almost 120,000 school no yen go for 1.2 ni ma ho
ana me try say samra bi anu ani pan be
bo emra be because of say
emra na shape nipa o enya wisdom
ha say na nkasa kwa no emra na
obi wo ho onim nyansa pa wo bibi ho ba emra ni wonto obedi kwasasem
school for na kokko shemra o de mra
da bi ya shemra sa
board na nkasa na da ho BJ
school ni wa ne mra say artist be
sometimes so yen kanu kre me be kanu kre bi from the perspective of someone who has been a student leader all my life through my second cycle to university days no sometimes no you will say kebi wo ho a o chie free administration wo a questions ni ade ne doso enti no sometimes no o de share artist ne price nim said the bear eba obetimi use for service
miscellaneous because
yes sometimes no your new member untimi nko ensan konkoje say miscellaneous but unim say it's a necessity eti e bia o de be bia 10,000 bi beto so say bia sade no I sound for no mo de be miscellaneous yeah anyway you beba ho asem me pacho a nti ene Ashiman be pie ha Ashiman I late so you be man time ne girl be o say dey onja no sa girl no ye be kan ho asem Ashiman ha anyway Lavons and Honey tomato mix ese me mama so nti say weekends we ye ba ofie be hwa na ye Lavons and Honey tomato mix ye ni ye catch him yes chef matrons caterers mama ye do aduan nyina woni say Lavons and Honey tomato mix there no ane ye dey aduane eti Lavons say memo asonte say me pacho a weekend we wa ho be fi na onyu aduane tomato mix there Lavons and Honey FDA agiatum say ye o say love dey inside ye ba na baba beto aso
we is a pro what you tell we is a
on this day I'm gonna make you see me nyanya me gonna make you nyame to me sem na me to me nyabio and jump on sa o fere kan bio ma me ke o fa se kion ba ko for me to want you de kwa my ya je say ya for be the shebe ya fina me hu se nya won fota I want you to them to treat me like being any bag and gani nyame hold me pass ka ke twa bi ya kontongwa that's why hustle for your passion come by your mama that's why come one dana
come on
so I dey pray to Oluwa
Music in the background every Kojo rich on eba
We there.
Kojo Racy, Kwacha, Sika. Update your playlist, fresh and brand new music from Kojo Racy of Railway Kwacha. Anyway, me pachwa wow tifia ope juma mamo juma sesi restaurant be in fact air managers restaurant ne pa restaurant na who say state of the art in your man kwa just say top notch na obi a mo manager kra mo pe nipa o work degree e human resource management mo and also asa juma and our masters what you say and mo pe cashier and accountant so HND in accounting and a degree.
And I would do the master
and to our your restaurant be our quiet or you be a bo now rural restaurant be not saying there's
a wild brab somewhere trending power TikTok no so
it's a patch your manager your per cashier and accountant your per waiters and waitresses waiters new waitresses need here SHS graduate and I say university so still na HND ubetimi apply and tinipa no e was out Kumasi here around Asokwa Stadium and I say anywhere closer Asokwa Stadium timpacho a ubetimi the application no akọ the front desk of Angel FM haya JJ forms no ntimi pacho a onam ha ubetimi haya application na dia ba and your job vacancies Emma restaurant or my person here Juma restaurant as a manager na accountant waiter and as a waitress ubetimi a friend number when so now I enquiry say 0246 014141 0246 014141 Ope Juma as a manager cashier waiter na waitress or restaurateur now te Asokwa Stadium and anywhere around there you be ma adwuma sisi what's that MPS camera
yeah onga semen country say if you the party onga to oba papa to what dress be brebe na mo aduane so nkasa ma pa yi say aduane be kasa ma dey onga for onga church aduane so ai for onga na to stew ni man kasa for onga na to soup ni na onga be jiro ye pa be ba cho Imperial Insurance semen country say o kan no ko insure and Imperial Insurance say ono so who insure o kan or special packages be brebe ma pa yi ti so be insure ne ma pa Imperial Insurance Golden Dew Hotel semen country say salap jam ne ebe ba so ai o say krom sikani jinambi YDO Kenneth and a YP 21st March 2020 is Golden Dew Hotel in Kawie single 200 Ghana cedis double 300 Ghana cedis me MC portfolio any kita mic no ai on a cash or something pacho o person reservation be na friend number which is 054 355 3793 054 355 3793 a Golden Dew Hotel what say Sala first no brand and chile pie Dynamite detailing and solutions semen can just a car na what no say can ho ai me pacho can interior and exterior nyina ho hia also yes steam in ankasa engine steam na Dynamite detailing and solution or wasafo or Bengali City Radio no the number and friend is 0558 597 645 0558 597 645 me pacho francophone semen can just say we are say nyina movie kwa digital no ai timpacho phone be ne kita wo say Samsung Nokia iPhone phone be ankasa na opa ankasa opa smart TVs from 32 inches to 150 inches nina franco the number is say na free 0245 316969 0245 316969 also order ne man free ne app no so a or discount power ai or franco app or order free obenya discount kama pa don master see what dina we now per door e dey hini eprona no me patch why door masters say open fingerprint open face ID minim door a open dey me patch per door papa na fa hini ho ni door masters patch number the general friend say 0548 402 645 0548 402 640 0548 402 640 door masters easy place me country say I
and a 4 month for
what's the dine won show me pacho say dine no munso dine from me pacho open paint padia easy waterproof paint me pacho obey educate you say paint with a paint interior no and answer for can abonte no me pacho easy waterproof paint no me pacho when you see dine we now pe gadgets agumu padia Jeffrey Press computers say open computers and accessories open projectors open network and accessories me pacho Jeffrey Press computers me pacho ko Bantima High Street wa 0244 026 203 0244 026 203 me pacho bars the guitar sell like say when you the guitar na man we dey decoder be na dey connected Champions League EPL hwe bi ofie e ma o man mpie mfiri fie o enkohwe TV e wo bi dem no nsu de boni bia me pa chowa e Bass Digital Select o wa Breport Junction ship mu 1 0556 287757 0556 287757 ni nyina ye Bass Digital Select o man Berlin Enterprise men control say open TV games ne ho akade open phones ene ho akade open tripod open lens open laptop open cameras dia boy adwuma pa dia me pacho insanity na insanity me pacho bakoto konko ade na obendu ho pa ye so a digital person or your blogger menim dia adwuma bia ye but open digital nema dia o man Berlin Enterprise o Kumasi adum opposite me ko mo no 0246 401153 0246 401153 o man Berlin Enterprise game park semen kan just o code bi o me
boys need this guy we can see star 946 ashpe
no
now I'm more pick one promo be na no to ultimate 28 to 30 times nipa be 18,000 do over 3.8 million Ghana cedis eti o to ko who said it me iPhone 17 e ho akade be brain team code na ankasa no star 946 ash
and for say enya dwumaden na mesika eti mesraw so wa ko fa pikas am pa for phone na book code this year then this weekend we be discapa na so this can we ya ho to kenki baby girl a ho to kenki bra panya ho to kenki program bi obe na wotan bi na op ade eda form boko pa obi abetima ba filia ya ho to kenki number in the general friends is here 0549 01 0000 0501 no 0549 01 0000 ya ho to kenki the feel pa ye we ba cho lavon say ya lavon so menua ya wie ni
happy birthday going out to Ora Pulovia Venture CEO na ankasa the my Jesus no CEO na ankasa ene or managing director yes or a managing director of Pulovia Ventures or na ye just be able say she bia no na efri omo ho ene na oda happy birthday Ora
abolo for semenda na sepa abolo bo for semenda
o size bia
because abolo for mu yiye mu ni nyanta den she ba no what kire me heavy bako
Yamishani P. Sansuna special happy birthday going out to Emmanuel Owusu, Miss Nyakon, our student of SDN Nursing and Midwifery Training College, Asamai, and they are with the happy birthday
of the noble profession.
Yes. Yeah, happy birthday.
Special birthday.
From the studios of Angel 96.1.
Oh, we are Christopher.
My boss,
Christopher. I thought they say virus, but I can't say. So when you are not yet, one fast you. It was if I find MC portfolio, there was MC portfolio.
Anyway, you shall see a Benya mistress of Kumasi, but we have a special guest, Action Man Ewa Hanum. Action Man, in fact, the type of music ultimately switch from her life near there in some sort of castle there in fact emodu ebua or nyuma fake friends nyina mo bejemo there and fake friends nyina mo bejemo there sanso na man so a otutarewa anya de obejao ne nyina Asheman ewa hanom tie ba ne Asheman bedi nkomo briefly na ya to ayen nkomo yi so
Asheman thank you come on
Obabi amanyano, negene siya tise trove. Ese nikonyano tise kuyaba. Neni amano, neni amada badaba. Ese adi pasa idea, minjajama obi abefa. Minjajama obi abefa. Minjajama obi abefa.
Say guy, I did all baby. Oba fefa. Osre won kasa oda ku oba pa say de why ebenya esini he man benye na wawa injani nsi 20 feet ajise owo echi ode mami anopa ode mami area ode mami anajo sweet obamu beni achia mani ni huna
Action Man Kofi music in the background also drop bang what the aqua memory few drop bang Mario unim drop bang you can drop bang and drop bang
it's a proper straw ana
drop bang straw okay it is a straw okay Action Man Kofi ankasa bema whoa test hey National Mass and Sanskrit drop bang there I say what the tree
Ensako
Ashman Kofi Bacho quiz master ma to quiz am Bacho Droben di ade
Droben said the bra yike I say strong on say enselfufuo yes so papa mo tin selfufuo on say Droben no o me ne fia no mo dia fefefe no mo dia so
so ni gu
oye ne fia so fefefe kama
inti da bi onti obi ka say ohene theater say Droben anya didi atem
da bi afa say Droben afo so ye ne tia ne so I say pen no tia ne so
okay now Ashman Kofi I mean Bole man original to say hard guy there who did I there brother who not disappointed Banku ona who did
that be disappointed for your dog there
Debbie Ashima
odo there because Nyankopon croy odo
Nyankopon do ni bi ni e ka who do now do dia bodro ben no brother who there who did tintin so there ese obenya broken heart
Debbie odo there come obi a o e come obi a na me ka Nyankopon croy odo no e come obi anti baby a ade ne trend ne fa no odo there obi a pe ana enum no sometimes car obi asem mo a preach obi asem mo obi enti odo de
and I've seen you are working with an award-winning producer. I mean, who's a Kindi produced one of songs, no? Droben one producer Kindi and a boy, and of course Kindi. I'm for Fanimu Bebre superstars. Working with someone like Kindi, I mean, you say Kenata success story, Kindi, so most of your high life near there. For you to decide on Kindi, so on in the Jumano, and I mean, you say Kindi, so they saw Beatias, or Berry Tell me about the story working with Kindi.
Oh, Kindi will be working good. Oh, like she works so good.
Yeah.
Ana me to me wa me no ne ana sometimes me wo ho
okay
tibi tani ni din kunta ho enti me yanwum ni wi sometimes no na me na kasa na me dia ma no na me na ka no atwetwem te se dia me pe na spice no ni abo ho nkomo
okay
enti me hu se o ye ni pa bi a metimi na e djuma o ye tia
working with him so
oh yeah good o ma wa ideas yenye ni say this time there me man say me back down say me na because all of us the songs sometimes no me work on her
okay
na me dey about
no I mix guy now feature no Droben so who is he
Benji
okay
Benji
okay
1 liter
Benji the Lotto
okay Benji amazing production but Ashman I mean but you when you good there I don't have any at
Mr. Polifo say me why me no ni
na kwa humba me kwa na brofo mai ma humba
da bi na brofo mai on say
until Ghana na ho tia se Droben o Ghana ni na o ebro asema obo otoma hwan because how many Ghanaian ladies no mo hwe tia se Droben
it is the time I may imagine say na me kan pese mo timenka it is starting full production from Accra na me dia dey abakuma because say dey can ho na me base me am base more times e ho na me this is the time I hear man say it's also me mamu team nka na ye hu ekwa akra e be fa so
na me hu high life rhythm I want you match say who the both feature ebe too much I think say very intentional about it me and buy no the high life scene no say na hu no because obeka say anka boga de open nyuma ya kaye nyuma amanfo ene and the ba buy no who see high life ya na still na obi anka ncho say ja high life no say bi atetekwafo nti dogi ne be enamafo de bi ni ade
Mr. Paul follow me that high life na ye die mu ye diem from tititi maybe papa say those times in high life na nampedumu ne ade chasamu amunum na no obo anu so na ye diem
okay
I mean, it's a program because right now this is the time. Open an ampedu numeti. Open numeti.
Say, me say an ampedu. First, no be an ampedu. I'm so at it. Me say Obrano. After I met you, Obrano.
Very good. You
are say the more din you
a bit here. Only more din so. I'm say having the jungle there. Adam. I was one or two more din. I know Adam. I was I'm saying. So because hopefully say one of
the more and say I'm Ryan Tompkin sort as here and I hear the moon no and he said and sometimes baby I want sometimes so more moons and I can take Also man who say who the mu na we there very good bra so I say odi baby anyum ni dey free ba enti me no me dia na me dia mu no and na me dey me pesa me fa so na me dey me dey preachy na me dey cancel
onyum boa metia sana me say se pa ahima wo budget pa na kase en suggest ye bebe bo jai no na say jai no enwum na bo a na me say ye kame wo budget na se me hwe artista yemfa ni feature to so was anyo ne pa kebe hwan eti me ba bo jai no me bo a na ye nyina suggest na parties ma pacho mama wo budget 200,000 also mama budget 200,000 yempe artista obe feature amano jai from Action Man Coffee me pacho ayenti jai no
I'm in the one money. It's the Ebra. Nami ya umpesa na komini. Adekra. They be a pulling down syndrome. They be a pulling down syndrome. Oh, Saki Kayadas. 80 million die. I tell Yadas. 80 million die. Coco say Yadas. 80 million die. I'm
okay, first to video. What else? What else? Anna. Okay. Go. Anna. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Man, fresh and brand new, no CGI, beating up. Come on. And this was also produced by King D, of course. It has to be King D.
A portfolio.
Minya.
Simple. Say me.
Mama budget say per feature to so.
First Kofi Kinata.
And then I will say the same family lineage.
You know, say link no. Osaka say obe Kishimi Moa, the Batman
Samini.
Yes.
Samini for this.
Yes, one said time now her life on air switching. Samini ni be so mudi po you know.
Okay.
And when the star na no do run you muna. Say we you me city no. Batman frechiri pa be rema on. But that's bad.
I mean me here brand here. Family Charlie. Also
anyway.
Also. Let's do this one more time. GIA fresh and brand new from Action Man Coffee. Also tell me the award dream why now me ma budget this year. What in about to Action Man Yum Jai.
They be a pulling down syndrome. Oh, Saki Kayadas.
Minye Jai.
I tell Yadas. 80 million die. Coco say Yadas. 80 million die. I'm on Yadas.
Sawa.
Oh, dear friend, we need
Ashman answer crying because me pacho nyom no about out dada at the platforms in this one.
The digital platforms.
Me pacho I say ni yemfa moye kutia because yonkofo bebra.
The video is out.
Yonkofo bebra. Ye talker na ye sifie bia na ye say was say kire omo say mo ho ya no mu ja Ashman say. Ai
Our portfolio secret back on you money say.
Akutia no bia wasem.
Akutia no.
Ghana's all-time highest selling song.
Akutia no mentimi nka dem. Sanyo no oba I say wu na bibia kwa nyane no because
piano bia was.
Ko bia sebo.
Ni ya ko bia so man kwa say.
Chale. So him say jai ask wasema me pacho Action Man Coffee action on pacho social media see the spelling no
Mr. Polyphony, the action man here, ACTION. Action na mano ebom na kofi normal kofi na action man kofi normal
action man ko tell here antinyo enyum anyira good day anyway
action because action man there for you to get action man there
action man
I was a choir master.
Oh, okay.
I'm a choir master.
Because choir master for sure. See the body language and rhythm crack. It's in the no the body beat. Because choir for there. Oh,
what is happening? I'm sorry for an intimate so man because I am not going to have
church for the Philistine. Munya music orientation free church na the Bible gospel na mako secular na mako e ho asem to say choir master
Mr. Qualifier yes how say Rabbi I read them the father e ho no so the fa and they say no can you church go also sometimes kwa no to be obi am church
okay
I was so baby am more sense of Roman Catholic sometimes bu am it me chebi
okay
I'm sure that me try no
okay
they say I was expecting action man to see say music so be a ghost obi or actually fear obi tima to odon there's nothing wrong with that
because it's biblical.
Yeah, now the word gospel na you good news so be can some ya sempa I didn't know say for the secular the way nipa ne mpe and obu okuti asesesa o say it no all right
anyway so ashima ni nyina wa bonten jai no wa bonten drobe no wa bonten do you have an album yet
Mr. Qualified me album
but this
songs be more songs
go on here I know say I mean o hide there bia obi tinyum way or person engage you for any purpose at all for number be to jai betimi and we connect obo how person no dinkita ho for any bibia is there a management number you can put out there so we can get to reach you obo be a person passing through the show be cry man answer no how would you know
Mr.
social media so now
send me post social media handles no obo action man kufia TikTok action man bibia udi me o ha me on conform be home be shama
answer na be ko no dream collaboration hwan dream
kwa ka say me dream collaboration dey happen in America ho asem
but artist ben pa na eda wo be hia no oni ni be wu wa ma me verse amenko Jacob ni nyankopon one me ni verse ato ho abo ni verse ato
I say artist am pen the verse pa to of landlord me landlord dia be man am me
o be the angasa
be man no too bad
me synthetic landlord
so they call to na memo landlord am
Ashima future sako de anka be hip hop na high life na be
dey on high life na say Kenyatta sometimes Kenyatta so ni ye bi high life
eti Ashima say dey di wachi say ye nyina your fans ye be gina so say we release more music ye do music journey na chi through and through me so answer na be kono my acapella of jai na ye mfa free so
that's it nipa nua mi nu hu adwem bone enti die kra na mi ye ya o mpese me komani mu yi ade kra eni ye point down syndrome and you pull him down syndrome.
Okoto subain.
Sam Kike yado.
Ashema say
mini ejai. Ahante yado so. Enti mini ejai. Konkon say yado so. Enti mini ejai. Ahoye yado so. Enti mini ejai. Eka unku etumi every fear. Eka unku anka udi aye. Oh dear crowd, you the Pabeni,
action man. Thank you so much.
PhD certificate.
Down. It's me bachoa. And then Friday, or company now, Pobia, but I could see me on your mind.
You're fast.
I mean, violence.
You're too
Friday and 2-4. Friday and 2-4. We are not for peace. Friday, we are for violence. Stupid violence. There, action man coffee. Thank you so much for joining us. Anytime be a high of you in Pacho, you follow music journey. Thank you for gracing our studios. Asheman Jai.
Even me, I mean, who are you funny? a pulling down syndrome. They be a pulling down syndrome. Oh, second K-Yadas, 80 million die. I tell Yadas, 80 million die. Coco say Yadas, 80 million die. I want Yadas, 80 million die. I can't go
Nanki, try say, even the headmistress of Kumasi Girls, Nanki, and in a kitchen come more about concerns or raising here. NTI say, Yentimin book, especially as a cowboys, no, any music summit nonsense in my raising. But then, yeah, we discuss matters that borders on security. There is a conduct of some of the musicians, there is exorbitant charges. More charges now not ding. Empon Cronkrani Timothy to Murem Chiabia. Omoba no Makoji show for front, Omobejina, no my skirmishes be at 10 minutes na pa omoko. Ebi so say omoba omudi team na me ban new man shisha omo ho. And then cran na omudi omko shisha baby. And then we have a representative from the Asaka camp. In fact, me new penny way Kumeka movement no omo bullet no ema culture no in fact. Yetimi me say no my friend no senior de omo yamini o portfolio mfio bia. They defending am for cassette Asaka na me no. Radio station to radio station Utaka and Kumasi artists and also Kumasi music abejina. Yetimi nyimi nwa bema in free. Your friend Stanley is one of the voices you wake up to on a sister station Love 99.5. And Stanley Abeka who him say mo amonim Stanley. In fact, ono kran ne boa e connecte Menshia to the Asaka movement. Emma Enya Royal Face. And Leo Stanley from the camp of Asaka. And also at news so in fact Anyene there. Anya Penina Beka who studio here and we want to know his position on GS take on banning Asaka any other artists from performing to the SHS community. Memona Kwaba bra. Yeah. Thank you for making it. Alas, your time needs to be but then
a little bit traffic in.
Yes, I understand. Matisse town you might choke pa. So this is the position of Ghana Education Service conduct name Nyoma Bibi raising here entia. Yeah, ban it. Yeah, the ban be artists no, but the Asaka was the center stage of the conversation. Minimati home popo here, and I know you are not too enthused about it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like every now and then at different corners, creative arts in general, and your attacks be on I think that is very, very bad. Over the years, how any conversation that centers around creative art the importance that we give to it, from government to institutions to many places. Kind of budget na yakofa 20 million cedis say from what creative arts. When you convert it, it's just about $1.5 million. So you about one tournament that would cost us that would be about 3 weeks for just one tournament. We give them 30 million, 20 million, 15 million, and all of that. Now an entire sector of our economy, just 1.5 million. It tells you, say, the reverence the sector a form pa. Secondly, there's kind of comments to be from MPs in Parliament, ministers, other places. Drew said because maybe no being John Dumelo was all cast away a movie now. Which means so the way I don't see downplay the fact that John Dumelo has a movie background in just a way I can't accept me here. So that connotation has always been there.
Okay, and creative art school class, yes.
Exactly.
So because of Remington, my main son chipping in what the headmistress of Kumasi Girls, why they are unable to. I know you're from headmistress perspective. Mrs. B.R. Powers, on that screen is Mrs. B.R. Powers is the headmistress. According to some of the conduct of artists, omoba, and apart from charges, charge security, omoba. And to Raj omo banning your mom ho ebiso omakoji shows where be gina stage 10 minutes 15 minutes no more pentemasa ko mu show ene enyoma bebre omo ye no.
So are these things happening in every school or
yes, I think it's nationwide.
Is it peculiar to just Asaka boys or what?
Well, I didn't know until we were talking about Asaka, and one of the tutors raises especially Asaka boys in Ankasa there, when the name comes into the conversation there's a whole lot of opposition that comes up. So it's not entire artists, but they are reviewing certain kind of artists. And I think the most affected artists in there as a company.
And this is where I have my biggest problem.
Right.
If we do this and we put a cap on expressive art, let's say industry na no. I was here speaking against it harshly, because Yere Kumasi, Minia Bema Tony Hay, me who say or the high life no be atum kama. But let's be real. When was the last time you saw a high life artist blow up in Kumasi as against rap music, any type of rap music?
Okay, what Kimpaluta does, I don't know how I met him.
You can't connect it. Rap music and the rap culture is very central to arts in Kumasi, whether you like it or not. Yeah, making noise about our hip life, our high life, and Afrobeat, all that we want. But anytime there is a new artist, a bit blow, I'm attention about Subiano, from Kwaku Flake to Kwaku Smoke to Kwaku whoever. Every single one of them has a background of rap music, hip hop culture, hip life, drill, and it's leading whether you like it or not.
Yeah, but
and sometimes other forms here.
But I think the lyricism too. Also.
Lyricism. We've been listening to Tupac and Biggie for God knows how long, and today we are proud, astute citizens of this country. Yahoo! And you know, a hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy if Kiddy comes here and then tell you, say, shut up and bend over, pass me the Dutchie. And then we are cool with it, right? Nobody is complaining about that. But no more problem. Meanwhile, right? Let's look at the culture of hip hop as a whole. It's always stories that happens in the trenches. All of us are not ready to listen to. And almost look, you know, bre. I mean, this is Tupac who made this analogy. Also, be about there be over 2 party war. Every day there is food, and he's trying to sing his way in. Please give me some food. Please give me some food. You feel? I feel if you don't give me, I'll pull out my 9 shoe. Okay. Right? The story has been sung for a long time. Yeah, but back in the days.
But still now, Leo, you understand, say, your new boy rating a plus 18 because we are expecting, say, age brackets be.
Does that constitute to a ban? Okay. All you have to do is to request for redacted kind of sound. I say places are being feel to a uniform for radio.
Away from that,
you do it here
because of your time. No, then the charges of the artists, and so any parents need to say we are overburdening them with these exorbitant prices. Artists need student rate card. They want to charge like they are going for.
That is a lie. That is a lie. I take money for them all the time. Just last 2 weeks ago, we have been anytime somebody comes, we saw a program man. If you call Machiavelli and Nancy, you won't Kenneth manager. I'm going to say, if you come and me a bag and say, hey, Minamino Casado na Moya Sano. Obusa a school, a hotel be a program be na. If you know, then say a school for this is how much we charge. A program say this is how much we charge. Okay. So the umbe charge will be a international stage and also will be private program or baby stadium baby no. But it's different from how much we charge.
Say a low enough for a secondary school rate card. Maybe I know more still nice. It's exorbitant for them.
And you know, because I don't have anything to say about that. Because whether you are going for any artist in Kumasi and Kwalane Pomasi Mubia, they all have similar rate cards. Anamebwa. You know this.
Yeah, I mean,
every single person that you mention.
Okay.
And you call Shatawale it's way more. Shatawale can come for a program and charge as much as $50,000. It's nowhere close to how much
for a secondary
schools are doing.
Okay.
Look, school be omechi. That's not a program. They came to me. They said they wanted. Was it? Yeah, I think they wanted Kenneth. Yeah. And I was like, okay, this is what I can do. With the momo omechi to be any crab me somebody now, when they started charging the students need to be free gate. right? If you don't so on mama kwa just can on mommy honum all right.
No so na dia headmistress ni soon. Parents no.
And sounds na teacher for no so you can see auditing in all this money they take out on best survival.
Okay. Then your 2 minutes. Then on to security. Omo team ne ba. Yes, team ne ba. The kind of conform we do on my chin and
Obi akobo obi sikan. Ana obi abo obi tu. Ana obi akobo.
So, but
you know a perception. I don't mean per se.
But now modern cranny sheshe baby na nioma sheshe omo ho ne ade na bia
me farm a new home be.
Yeah, say you but headmistress needs.
And because one real me might be saying na a perception because all school be all perform woman. A very closed area. I'm more horse on the idea.
But maybe sometimes I feel say because of the kind of following that these boys have. I'm more supposed to say be our secondary school. Non-students, no community people to make war. So
if you cannot man your security as a school, how do you put that on the whole movement or on the whole genre and say
you don't blame that.
You don't blame that is. If your security is not adequate,
okay,
and then I am in a problem.
Then also, let me finalize your conversation with some of the inappropriate mannerisms are when they are performing too.
And only they
something I say, and I'm there was an Asaka person, and also be out performing students. Debbie, I don't want to because we want to protect the artists. Students need your Mosa baby because he wants to carry himself as a lover boy, and it's a showmanship, but then it's inappropriate to a second cycle community.
Just right? How about just talking to the students?
Okay.
And I say putting it in a writing and say mobile this and this and this is what what some go through.
Okay.
Because a bill. Now say I'm perform there's a contract with boy.
Okay.
The contract in the man. Can even some professional client they will tell you even the type of microphones that they want to use when they get there. What is stopping you from putting it in your clause and say, look, so if you can please, we want this X amount of people. Mobile you say keep this that. And how.
Okay.
And then we can say banning,
I mean, our time is up, but then in a minute, wrap up. What you suggest, say a better way forward for the two parties to come to a consensus? Build each other going forward.
If they are raising concerns about security and all those things, I understand it's legitimate. But then what do you do about it? As an institution, okay, we are not going to stop. And I said, okay, fine. As a couple for boys in Mahobium, what if you choose the next artist and that same thing happens? And so you put things together.
Beef up your
security in patrol. Some over the performance school there, and the entourage of Mbabani, you be here any passy. Right, Moba, I had a better technique. On the stage, please keep at this and this and this distance between you and the students.
Because my mom said, "Get my pants and show bosses and show my body." And I said, "When one wrong, one annoying." So because say, or limited
sagging pants.
Anyway, Bebachua, you can also call into the show. Your time now to 2 minutes here. 0246677566. That is the decision of GES on some artists performing to the SHS community. No, what you're doing. 0246677566. Pachoba, you know, quick. Oh, you no longer make a tell time. Nisa 0246677566. Press CA now. So at your doing 0246677566. You're discussing GES position on some artists performing to the SHS community. 0246677566. Above phone lines active. Hello, Pacho. Did you maybe I can say free? Call any my.
Hello.
Me Pacho, call any my etio.
Talamba.
Okay, Obi so did no. I say Obi bodam no. E boy en some way. 0246677566. 0246677566. But your friend now at your address is 0246677566. Mario, yes, sorry, so.
Yes, me tell open conversation now and have here.
Yeah.
It boils down to as a man I make say they have to I'm apply rules and regulations and as artists in the air. So for security, sir, you beef up your security because bad day, because any normal they will be a reward. It's a program of course no be to me reward. There, just a moment no mamuna, emu emre. Artists, no, dear oya. A man confident and okay. But or ban of us say a high say ene be man wa keep no on meye saade no e wo no
okay
pacho so ati
thank you so much.
Very important say no be kaba monetary aspect in there wa we can to what that said there's more into it the artist quite na can 2 CDs but they corner
but still the artist management team they have to do something about the record what to wrap up my
I think say security na no man anko you know yen shisha one after the other
okay
making it correct
okay.
That's what I.
Leo for number 2 job bia bibi chiro bia ho about saka na any inquiries bia obetimi I reach out.
Oh, I mean in music in general, you can call me on 0598 840 227.
Repeat my
0598 840
227. Thank you so much for gracing our studios from MC Portfolio. This has been, of course, Angel Entertainment. DJ Manucho was on music policy production by the man Christopher. Team Nina Wotumo to Kwame Mario and Leo Stanley. And a special guest Ashiman Kofi, new track no your friend no Jai. Go and update your playlist. Nyambo china Nyambo Monday you be say share.
Nonsia apokana de shmahudo wo mama fa na nyinada wono mo e fa nsemi bi ato apete eno nti hye no so abe fontentan fidie ne Facebook eye Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 FM show ya ba kenka won sama de baba ni nyina de ma TikTok Angel FM Kumasi, YouTube Angel FM Kumasi sama ya ba wabobo no de edi mo akotene bi ene se Ghana mampene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ano de ato Korea ban nanim se ye wo atena ya hodo wo man mu a wo mo ba bedua wo mu e beboa pa mo man na nyini ma yetimi de agya nkyiri ma papa amanchiri man so ato aso mu nsem ne akontabuo wa kirem
onomonyamfo Sam Jonah ede abasobosho kokra akodia ma Ghana mampani abedi achesa ma me no bra wo bono efi ne keka oba kokra ni wa e wone branim
yanto so ewo eye asante mantamu arehosem a asie etu aka wo pimfo bi ama ne nyinsan asai ebrekro na bayu anso so wo mfie be yese edunan wono so tukro ni bia ka no ede na akoso wo bese ase masa ansemi ya ba ubetie bi
free of oriso bosume de di kind de ni sema ba nyina ye se kanea eni nsuo bo ne ye hwe ni mu se be ba from kra
na yade ye friend say hypertension akoma yade wo ho anu akoma na ibo king grim sa asepon kwa wo tumirika keme bosso etese wo de son ato ye restaurant ne ye ntoba se abekwa na nkyene si ho se wo je aduane na nkyene ne nduru de se de nipa no pa na don sa bom sa na de afa nkwan ni ma na se siunum no wase enkoso biom
bemku hene ade ma emem se osrempanyfo a woka bia wom se won momodia no mra na so na ne nyina ye se ekro no nsase omanfo pii etwa nsase no eton
ene de ani chemu wase kropon a aban ya sabia ohonom ba bia ye de mofra to na ehonom aye 10 year pa na sa radio mpanimfo aye nsiesie anam so amwase abie word na no emunsem yebekọ na mpanimfo kase o mka ye de biatio
adesuafo num ye wo Ken UST mpanimfo a wo honum eyiwadi na sesia de wo sigina ya wo twa wo sukura efri sukunim
ene na wo banimbo so ne da toso aduonu ekwasi ne da toso aduonu ensia meka sei ebeya fo fida sonkon de amaye nuanom nkrambofo ewo Ido Ada eho ensensem ho no so betie bi na ye wi ebebo hwini de wakọ amanone nsemu US wiemsen a ekọ Iraq akwa akohia nkwanhia anamso amanipa na ewo mu de Canada wonomo anka bush emu nsem ne nsem hodo bi de Canada tie na nwumrei ya tena se sinkonwa agibra ye de somwo yemfa na ase manwumakuwa yi eye Venus Furnace roofing sheet anasa yenhyiamu a enka ye wupa se yenim se roofing sheet no ye na hodo sa no ti ye kanfo de ama obi bia magibre no ma cheche mu de kire kwansem ebrepam no me de atodwa Angel we travel e consort wana dadia no manfa ye leta nkomodo wo mama kwantua ye da ye fa ye akono tumirikare fa kwantua hu nsem nyina akwada wo mu na nwuma yi
Atwema Bank PLC so ba ye mfie aduanan miensa ne kyerenie wo sika sem ho dwade bia de e Atwema Bank PLC kese pa no e wo fo ase Atwema afei Nazareth Fisheries Limited ope catfish papa wo de ya abomu anase nkwan a oba aboabo kese sokoban a wo sabeka Nazareth Fisheries Limited
na ye ka wo sensem wa ye be kenkan yi mu de nyina da ye de ho na ase eni abasobode ma ye samfo obagera Costa wotintim sam na boaboa no boye tiri dom oni menuanom mema mienu Emmanuel Kese Emmanuel Safomafo ene Solomon Kese emrante mienu mese wo mudi mani se prefer na ma de nyina Christopher wono ene de na Facebook no so na ensemu a ye de esum wei asomfo yaji bresi adwa the finance minister Fiatia Brodia aka Midibe Wom Mene
ya sapon kuma
Asimwe Ghana de man 73 mu na etwaswe na Ghana mampani ye nyina ye nimse wo South Korea manimu wo kwadi dwumason de abre Ghana efa dwadie abrabo mpaja ene mpuntuo na wa abakosem no Ghana no South Korea yonkofa nso yonkofa nwanwaso a wodwene ho a wonte ase enti won mokwa ya wo mabobọ nkomo so aduame atonsam na mamo na sei aba bewie se wase wo momoden na wo mayimu wo medua ni titru abibimam nyina da efise ye ka population wo wiase a abibima so ye continent a enipa wompa na emabunu a ewomu no doso where benkosi mfie mpinu ni aduonum 2050 na mabuna ewomfie ne bayese edunum edikosi aduanan aduonu enan no na ya ade sa doso ahyeta awa bibimam enti obese wonum ani die kwaso se wonum badua womunua ne bafu na bibiman entwa ne bafu na ma yonkofa yeda woni wo montam no afanu ni ngina da wo bia enya ho mfaso na wakasa no o kyerese omai bia wo banwene omai no obeyen hyehyɛ ya wanfam mabunu nkyirima anka ho no saa wo mai no woto apiti anu nti emabunu ya ade a eye ni so ade hunu ya botaye sonko a ewo omai bia ni so se ye pa ne duduom anu nti wo besre se wiase kwa nanimu yi wo momoa ma ye me ahodo bi etese enwomasua kuayo enufra atna ye pharmaceuticals aba fontentan fidi ahodo no anyina mahoden ane se ye bakwankan wo bibia mu no womu enua ne bafu ewo mu emfama ye na ye ne wom komobone ayonkofa no ebekwosoa ma ya ifrodo ndo wo bia ntimintim ye tie Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama.
Africa today stands at the threshold of unprecedented transformation. By 2050, 1/4 of the world's population will be African. Most remarkably, 1/3 of the world's youth, that dynamic, energetic population between 15 and 24 years of age, will come from our continent, Africa. This demographic is one of Africa's greatest assets. This is the reality of our world and its future. While much of the developed world faces aging populations and shrinking workforces, Africa's young population stands as an immense source of energy, creativity, and innovation. These are entrepreneurs, scientists, artists, engineers, and leaders ready to seize the opportunity to thrive. For Korea, Africa offers substantial economic prospects. A notable example is Yonsei University's involvement in upgrading the Bonsu Agri College into a campus of the University of Environment and Sustainability.
Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama owie ye answa wade nani so ade hunu de ma wo manyi ye kab mamin kabi se be ya emfaso ebeba so enso atfo aso na sunsusu aso ne bedadi e wo Ghana ni wabrabo so wase ensachira ye ne nsesa ye ni nyina ye se ye sikasem ebegina brane na aboa ama enchirima ebobo ba brano ye wo ne ye biebie nwuma no eno so betimi akonka ba ne se ebe ma Ghana ni da chia ye fe ebe ma bibi ma nya nyina so mapa ye ntie Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama.
My vision for Ghana is clear: to prove that democracy works. Create a prosperous, self-reliant nation where every citizen can realize their full potential. A country where innovation fuels economic growth and where our young people are not just job seekers but job creators. I'm optimistic about our collective future because I see in the eyes of young people here at Yonsei what I see in the eyes of young people back at home in Ghana. I see a sense of purpose, a sense of pride, the motivation to advocate for a more just international order, and to help build a future of shared prosperity and peace. I thank the Korean government and people for the warm hospitality extended to me and my delegation during this visit. I thank the Board of Trustees, President Yoon, the faculty and staff, students of Yonsei University for this memorable occasion.
Ghana Mampani John Dramani Mahama and Yetese Okasa was South Korea. A year was Zuku Pono Bako, Yonsei University, I was you. Now we are answer why. And Pennyfua said your papai, Nitrima Bill, I would him diamu. Na brikre one more tonight no more kwan o de Ghana nam so a no safa tase wono mo ebo na baso enti wagina so abo Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama baso na baso bodie no aye Doctor of Philosophy in Public Administration na basa no na domo hono mani agiye pa ene ensembo a wono mo boye na enya asem ketwa ni nyina mu ne se waye kandifo a wakyerɛ maka bima minka bi di ahim asumdue ekoso epuntu okoso ewo Ghana ebibiman ne nkwado ba bibia wotwa ka honom no omusu se woye na afamu di esefata ewo ho enti abasobodi omde bo ni nyina no wagina so ehwe se yesika sama ba fumpuntuo enwomasua bibibia no ebetumi akonkan ti yenko na yentie President Mahama eye ne doctorate ehonsem no.
Korean government and people for the warm hospitality extended to me and my delegation during this visit. I thank the Board of Trustees, President Yoon, the faculty and staff, students of Yonsei University for this memorable occasion. And I say in Korean, Gamsamnida. This honor you have bestowed upon me today is one that I accept on behalf of all the people of Ghana as a symbol of the deep respect and mutual relations and admiration that exists between our two countries. Now the difficult one. EJ Butao Opa Gangnam Style. May the friendship between Ghana and Korea continue to grow deeper and stronger. May we all commit ourselves to choosing peace over conflict, cooperation over confrontation, and hope over despair. May we always lead with truth and strive for excellence. And to all the young people in Korea, especially the students of Yonsei University, I say, Rating.
Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and yetie no yabona baso ewo South Korea, enwuma pa oye, ene mpuntu a wode aba ye Ghana, ebibimaya hodwo mfaso no manya no so, ena sa brede yete se, wowie ye wode nsemfuwa bi etudwa ewo South Korea manim ye to aso.
Abusuafo ye free Ghana Mampani ahye na yenko na bedi akire hwai. Her Excellency Professor J. Nana Opoku Ajiman. Yada so wa basobonim ono nso yabona baso na Chancellor Sir Sam Jonah. Ena odi abasoboyi ema maami say maame na ya dia pa so he maame ne bra wo ba efiri ne kawa bia enihu enimonyam ko a ena maame no okita na abasoboyi na ekoso ewa University of Cape Coast UCC na abasoboni di the Distinguished Fellow Award Ceremony eno jumedie ya se ena Sir Sam Jonah editu dwa se so he mampanya bedi akira Her Excellency Professor J. Nana Opoku Ajiman maame bra wabo efiri bra na ochade kwa University of Cape Coast honom obia ntene ho asembone efiri ne kekawa bia ni maame ne bra obom enimonyam ko a ena ye maame okita obia so ntene ho asembone bia sempo bia akofo bia de wadi obisika anase bia wonya atumi bi mpo ena wadi ehunahuna obi debi maame no anyesa osese wo hwem kura na nipa se enya tumi a yetade yetumi no etena so manfo fa hodie so na so he maame bra wa ba bibia se nyina kwam enti ene se ebo maame no abaso a na ese na efata no enti o se Bible no kra ka se dimpa ohwe eyese ahonya enti maame ne bra wo bo no eyade eso nipa enti Ghana fo ye nyina ye ntaye maame achi na amamwo pa wo mu ebu no onfa na nimonyam no nkosoa no mbu amamwo no enti yanko ne entie onimonyam for Sam Jonah ni nsem bi oka e de fa mampani abedi atwe ho.
She is a trailblazer, and I use that word with precision, not poetry. To blaze a trail is not simply to be the first. It is to go where no path exists, to push through the undergrowth with determination and vision. so that those who come behind may walk more easily. That is what our Honoree has done. Not once, but repeatedly in almost every chapter of a truly remarkable life. As head girl of our revered Holy Wesley Girls High School, forgive me, my first girlfriend was from Holy Child. The seeds of leadership were already self-evident. A young woman trusted by her peers and teachers alike to head, to serve, and to represent. At this university, she became the first female vice-chancellor in the history of this university. And I'm proud to note that she's the first female vice-chancellor. She's the first female vice-chancellor of any public university in the history of this great nation.
Ebusuafo panyina yetene ne aye chancellor Sir Sam Jonah na baso bo ene ne nsem bia wakadiafa Ghana mampanyini abedi atwe her excellency Professor J Nana Opoku-Agyeman ho sama mi bra obono efri ni kikawa bia nimna ne bra no soso no enimonyam nko anti Ghana ni bia emfa mami ebra emfanye emfasodie
yaka wa nyumre so guso awutie nyumre no nsia kase ebo wo Angel 96.1 FM so kai se wutie ne live na wo hwe bie nso ewo Grace TV eso eno nti udi koda no kofa remote ne saa ne chinchim ne saa wo behu se wakwakoto Grace TV na afa nsem wa ye kan wanya bi ahwe ewo honom wo ba TikTok no so Angel FM Kumase YouTube Angel FM Kumase afa ye nto ansem no so arewusem wasi wo hia obisi ase na arewusem ni nyina akofa bai ene se na ima wo hia obisi ase eye nana na akwa ne nkrachi eti nana kwa ye ne ye de kusuma mamra ne amane egu akwamu a empanimfo akeka ne ma bomu a wokope ne korabe wonam kwaso a woko obinim de esi ye ekuo mienu a wonom no akratwe eda wo montam fitibre bia empanimfo aka emaka ni na akwa bai eye ensasesem kuro ya ne ahenie mu nsensem ana anam so ama woyaba ekobia na chese tututo akoso afenu ne ntam wo pimfo a wonka bi nhye mu nyim besa aboso me nwotwe etu aka no moda kwamfo no chia ba ya asabia woja ya rese ba bi ogina no aye mpaibo saa so na ba wo wonfie besa dunan wono nso so etu aka ne saa no no chese nipa ni bi nso prepra e wa asemi mo na saa nkomo aye boy nyina dra kofar bai aye Ali Baba dan kambari breaking news so ana saa nsemu yi ebesi ya Assembly Bedani was your business electoral area. Nana was say to 2 or 3 nsem say.
And I do 9 o'clock. No madam. Anna Nanti before me say memra na someone si kurumano. Eso. Ana me dey na si. Ana o mo say nana ai ba be sie na maame. Na maame na so wa hema. Nana aboaje asare. Be siasa heme. Na maame ai wa hema ewo. Ye fra nana abanamuku. Anra ana obesie no obesiasa. Na waba no wode aho di wo mu di o machi manante odi o mu di o machi baaye no. Na ebinum kutatuo ne asekan apaso ne na say weapons edo medru krom no na ya around 8 something to 9 nya de anyesta ade anti amam 40 ambulance ne so no ana omu piepie anti no ahoho na ba ne be to say emanante bi abochenkom say mugina ha ye ba be fie na na maame ana na ho nkonkoda it is a challenge kakra bi ba mu ana ya wutira nya asekan no ne ye jam ne ya asekan na jam ana wo mu ma wo ne short no so no so mo de pa po mo so mo de ye de wo pinfo bi a wa pa sori ya wo wadru fie kwan no wadru fie ni wadru fie wawi kwan no wo ma ye store bi store no wa mo ana etu aboba no aga born ne right and pie no on the left and ama ne ba no wanyam no 8 months no akra no confirmation say akra no wo ne yam na ne akra no wo na chi no so maame ne so no ho aka and ye be operation and the doctor na say member police station a mayor report ansa na wo maye saa dwumadie no enti ma ba abua kwa ba report no wera me phone call off na ma ba police report no abua kwa enti afa na me be sa kwa konfo no che na ma kwa head eko enti school ni akora ba kon so no purify na ni bonkum no so enti wono so ya ba na gi ni tinyina ana wo mu a ede enseka twitwa wo mu no so no ebinum tirim ebinum nsa wo ma no wo mu no so kwa report enra ana de police station sa pass na abua kwa enti wote ya ana enura nana ebetie oba ahema nana amukuno na nea esige eno no nti watia no kore enya asem papa akora wanyama bosome enwotwe etuo tema omu baaye no etoto no etuo akoka akora no ama ne bare o hyene yam na wu ne ba na wu ama ono ma me na kasa nso no ensoro ho ayeden nti akwara ba kon so o kan so etu no fa ne so ama doctors abenegin na no kra o mo ka bi se enya de be huna de bi
we ya rahusam wasi wo hia obisi ase na ewo Atwoma South potamu honom arahusam nyina ye wo bi aye kopa ne krabio ene onu begira so ase age kra fofora ena Alibaba show so breaking news and semi ebepie so ema wo mu echirem ye to aso
ebusua yen free arahusam so na yenko Public Utilities Regulatory Commission PURC na womo edi atudwa say hwie be free ofori so bosume dey di kan die Ghana ni bia be hu nsachiraye ewo yensuo ene ye kanea ebuonim na sei na womo edi tudwa womo se hwe kanea na electricity tariff na esobeti aba ohano emu chichemu enan ene echipo ediowotwe baako 4.81% na afi yensuo no so ebo no eno so abafom aba ohamu chichemu no miensa echipo ensia 3.06%. Eno ene sika fofora say the free for so bosumi de dikan no Ghana ni bia ebetua na omo se san hyehyeye no ne nyina egu akwan ma se ne be ya ebeboa na yesi quarterly bia no e wo se sa de we yeye eye mandatory enti o magana ni bia so ate se quarterly review no ebraso si eye enti wonsuo ena wo kane abo no e free of for so bosume de di kan die 1st April pomodin so behwe ni mu se so beba form kra na kese kane no eye 4.81% ena nsuo bo no so no eye 3.06% enti Ghana ni bia emomodin na ye hwe ni mu
ya to sem no so ye ko KMA Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly na meya owohonum sesei wohwe ama Kumasi afa ntima pa efra eye Mayor Richard Wofori Agima Boadi dodo na dia ye defra nu ye Papa Zuba na wadimra bia ba wo kyese December bosumi nimbra na won mukodi bronya no won motena ase kruche nsem bia assembly no agi ni ngini ema wani aye restaurant eye chobasi awodo no anuane se wo besra wo mu Kumasi krodwam hyehyɛ ye omode aba ne so omode aba no bi abebusuo won be ma de ani nipa na enya wo ene ebisa Zuba sa ade no se hwe wo kwa restaurant ne chobasi bi anyame anim no kura nuane omo no anyanyanyanyanyanyanyanyanyanyanya na ye nuane omo no na enhye da anye se wo bi di ntosi apro so obi di je na apro be no aduane so odasani metonie eno na nchen spices ya wo betwe agu nuane ni mu no eno so ye boache bi oho ene ebisa me Zuba sa papa na wesusu de ebesi mu sen eno sisi ebesi mu nyina na sa koma yade ado so dodo spices na mani pewu ebia na nipa kura na kuma mu wokwa ya sabia no mu bu akonta akira wo na hwe nipa wo no mawu adodo na ano wotimi nya bontenso aduane mfiri mu na sese ade a wo no mu de so ato so kra kese ayo mani die yo mahowaho a aye nchene wo ba kwatwa baabi wo ba hu se table no so onom toothpick si ho ensu ade ba horo nsa si ho de wo de ba no mo so wo ba hwe na eno so ebo wan kwana na ba hu se ye sanchene ade agubo okuma bim ni ade no so abesi wo sa kan kwan ne hwe na nchene na nuru se de wo pa fansa bom na se bi fafrafram wo se eno kra na ama koma yade na do so enti obese restaurant ne chop basia e wasant mamu se eni die kwan so 2026 omo ba na adwuma ye wo mama na gudire wo mo de so ato so wo bi abegboru restaurant ana so chop ba ebewu se enchini si honom so obi medigi no fa bi num de wo ya akro ono restaurant ni na mo ba kwa mranim na mra no ni mwadi ni dankran na hwa ade a wapene ho na wo bo nkro no wo boye akosi se restaurant ene trabas best wa ha ene aduonumu ensi 156 de ade sesa akokobo kratai wo mudi bia kwama mo nyina etu obi ahwe kratai ni mu nsem no so na wanyina so nya ne ntoto ye ne nhihye yeyie anya sa na akwaye ema ne bro so ema de ense so wo mu hunu no mo kohuna ha ene enyo obi na kumanchi na mo bosi akona de ti akwaje akyerema wa ubewu se Ghana emra wa ha na Kumasi so de wasie no etie no ena edi ahim wo ye choba no salt extra salt bia nse ba bia anya sa wo ho beka adwamu ye to so
Ebusua yenko ahafo region. Benkumhene edima emem nana edu tutu kwaten. Ena wodi ansem bia to jo sene ma bi hanadwe pa. Wo sre Ghana ban ene nana no matena konya bi se wo mo kwanemoa na himfo bi a wo ono ane krom ho twansa ase ahodo ne bi eton na nana edu tutu kwaten se wo no ani pefe se himfo ne bi a wo mem honom wo mo pa na hye kira wo mu twansa ase ne bi eton na wo se wo no ankasa kransa ase ne bi wo honom a wo mu etwa de to ho se dachi bia no nchiri be ma no ebeboa na ma mpuntu atimi aba emem na se ade kwakye ne yesori a yesasase we twaton yesasase we twaton na wa bra oni nsemtwofo edi nkomo no benkumhene edi mai mem nana edu tutu kwaten edi tudwa se asase bi kura wo honom a kuro ni nyina de to ho senka yebesi stadium media makuro no na se ye kasai omanfo bebre etwa asase na ton a kese ade be chi wesi me krata anie ya ton asase ne de amame wo sa de tudwa biem sen wo panyini bi kuro no kwa na wo te ase kane na wo te ase friend Desmond wono so nya asase bia na honom ena wo de helicopter na se aeroplane bi esi wo panyini efri mi omanfo bi so afa kwati kwan so chem sa asase no eye na busuafo dia ena wo mo ton asase no yanka yenya nim se dan koma bia na beboa etime mampuntu ayen dia na se ye twa asase to wo sre Ghana ban titu ehemfo ahodo ene nananom atrenkonya so mu nyina mekɔ moa na wontimi ensase ahodo omanfo etwa tonwi omu nyina entumi enyai enti wabro ne nsemtwefo edi nkomo no yenko ne ntiem ne nsembia ode tudwa
obetwa asase no konsini baako no no an well play ndi wa ya airport no ade to ho no ade well play sisu mo sa de ko mfuturo no akra obia wote say ba ye tutu mirika ne akọ unu bi da airport no asase na da ho Desmond etoye so tu aka so wan tu aka o transfer akopum se uye na de tia ne se asase no emu bia bi o ana o yin ne kremi se na bisuafo de ewu de kwa mu na se airport asase a emem yenya of origin ya ne de emem ke 3 year se ya ni fe no ya wo asase a ya airport da ho asase na ba bia na praise no ranage no da ho aka afaso a kakraka bia asiso aeroplane bia kakra nketwa de betimi asiso ya kwa nkra ba de bia betimi asiso enti ka anya fie no me enforce ya nya bibia origin mu aka bia daache ko hene bi beba eye aban bi beba se afokura ma kase ya airport na de amamwa ana airport ma hafofo a ke me enforce na ya wo asase ne bi anke de airport na kase ya so ke kuro so nka akoya ti se sunya ene kumasi ene nkran ene tamale se de hu na ya sa asase no de ya wanu ane de ene nyina wa kan nyina bom wa ton nyina airport no nyina ba bi kura ho mo kura na ho ye bola ne nyina ato airport asase no kura ya obi a ato abrosa kura sisiso
Ebusiafo apanyina etene ne eye nana edu tutu kwaten oye benkumhene edema emem na owieye ena osensentwefo muntie ne krakra mu munim sa asase no so kwa ye twade ato wo se yedi betu ball aguso na afei ehokra no yasan akra mu emusie ya hodo nyina ehimfuni bi etwa eton edemo omanfo wose an de ekoso no enti wosre mpanyimfo ene wona eka bi ewom na sese kra wo ye hyehyeye wo betro krata na wodi afa akwaboahene so na wodi akoma opemso yewura santemawura otumfo se to otosomienu na wono so etimi aba abeka bi edi ama wo
na dana ya abrosan edumfo ma ewo ewi de na nko ba bepe abie na dana ko nsuo twa antimi anye yamenti enti ohene no se me ka ensema ekoso wo ye ne kurum he ya eni atan di yesra akwaboahene sa asem ya wekan de ho krata be ba betolu se on duro otumfo ba na kwan a betumi afaso na papa no be me ne ho na ahenie kwan afaso di no be ma asomdwe aba me no eguso ase ene kwaboahene beka compartment no me ba kura ba ko ya me so akwara so ma fa se mi ba nsa ono na ye mu adwuma ba ko de ma mienu na aka otoni enti enu ache no enema aya ne kroma de se so okofa obi o se afra ne katachie ya wa ya ba busum be mienu ne fan ne ensani abranti etisi no ne asa ase da ba bia Any I trust I said at all, said the Bayer Stadium, half Wabinia, any stadium, Yao baby. Even for the was I said, the China City at all stadium. When you are on stadium, as I said in
Ebusia benkum hene ade mammem ye wo ahafo mantam mu nana edu tutu kwate ni nsem bi oda to dwam ade afa ansase ahodo a omanfo afa kwati kwan so a wo twa eton Meka wusa numero no nsia kase ebo na oguso wotie free angel 96.1 FM so yi yanto ansam no so ai ye bo shidi wakwa Memphis East na ban kra chapani ohonom ayo no nyafo Raymond nana eba Nana kwa kwate nhoma mu na nhoma wati mu nyina ne se wokwa wasa amamfia ene wasa Kropon government hospital ai wo ho a eyade se mofra ward ya won mu da no anokwasem ni gina bia enyefe ena ne tena bia so atete se wudu wanom na hwese de ward no atete apansama yo a edi hubua na abo manfo sa bofra kra kodam a ahwe ya da che nkwa ma bibia koburu agunu so amansam aba Eta ba kra chipani chese wo ba ba mu ano fato no se ken aken wo ba hwe no yensiesie se fata bia ampani nuane ampa wo de wo se ayoyo wo siesie children's ward wo ho ama na se agina ne naso biom eti nna no no koye amamra ne amane nyina se fata na wote nhoma mu se sei ye betumi akoso ade mofra na akọ ama ono akwaje ayarehwe akwakoda ho na o kasa no wo chese Ghana mampani gonja de konkro John Dramani Mahama His Excellency Papa won fa pomudi ni agro ne nhyehyɛ ye oba ba mu wade gu akwa mu fa pomudi ho no wanum ka ho bi enti ono so yi ne saa no na watena mamfi ache no wanim de no hwɛ niema a ekɔ so ono montumi ntena semfa ne nsanhyɛ ne nsam anasa ne demne famu enye hwebuada ema saa ya sabie yi entete mpansam nkofo yue ne mansa na wo mani ase abom ho so enumu na boa ya wotu anamon wa namso amanna namo etese watuo amasabrede wasa Kropon government hospital baby amofrada na se agina na so biom a aye ni gisem na yentie na no disem ode to dwa odwumadi na se
Osha me 9 months president mama is excellency John Dramani Mahama obo mi di semisha Memphis sui me ni je pada me first time am bie the first project ano Osha is excellency research agenda na anana ye no no children's ward no ward bia hospital ne batu manim me so me de koto businessman ba ko a o ye mantema if no be mining me ne ko trans no ti asema me ama o ye maduma ye betumi assesi anasi yesi children's ward ana children's ward ya ababo o mine pa ye ababo hospital ye kwala yari nyaro ano mo beda children's ward strong pa awe mantema no ti me de pass and so da metimi abie project ba ko kese pa ano de me se nyane se omo Memphis ya ba bibia obia no ono so me adom na me kana kuma no bibia so me adom no ma bebra ese na hospital ha o hospital ye no ma bebre je be so bibia so baba be adom na hospital so je peja hospital
Wori ye na administrator Edema Hospital no owura agbasi wono so eda MC yaban crash pani ase ewa fefede ne nsiya wode atu anamo ama children's ward wo wasa Kropon won matimesiesie no say no de tuja
in Wasa Amenfi, which is Obi Mining, to actually renovate our children's ward for us. So that is today that we are opening the renovation that he has done. When you look at what was existing and what he has done now, I can assure you that this is an ultra-modern children's ward, equipped with modern equipment given to us by Obi Mining Company Limited. So on this note, I will say thank you to Obi Mining for his support. And we are also pleading that other people in the community should join hand with the hospital so that we can make the hospital a better place to provide quality healthcare services to Wasa Amenfi and beyond. Currently, the hospital does not operate its own ambulance.
Worry ye no man, Wasa Amenfi and Anamatan Konya. A year tetrate okuya mua sechimoto sumienu. One so debitu a bank cratch penny and him sacrat wayade. Abura dwenenti aseso na nanso nsem ni
ye beda ye wura obi ase me de preoccupy na wa ye adwuma so asei na mpo so be se adwuma so no ye se nyina sko pie MC James is money yo na edan kama me hu de ba kama Chebeko ne akwakohwe na ba ko so oni ya doctor fo ne nurse fo adwuma mo ye wasem mfia na so enyi wase kroponko wasem mfia Ghana nyina so na mpo hwe se edan no atete apansam na mutimi di dwuma so a ti sei eno ti wa reshem se ne ko hunne no mo dwuma no ahin hai na akwanim enti mo no we hwe se bari say you did more with less so now that you have more what you gonna do we were reshem se boko so aye next manager Smidanasi na listen na wa o kan libre sa akokra me kan nyina se na obi ka se me se obi na stress iska na ka se mo se omunye line by line be ni so se ale sa kuma ni so eti e sorry a ni omo no e ko me nsanka
wei eye wasa empata mu hono makropon ene eme ahodo mpanimfo na mu ahono matuo wasa amaye asabia ho ena afi ye te se mpanimfo ahodo bi e kasa ewom ye to ansam no so
abusua KNUS mpanimfo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Management wo ho omo se omo ade atodwa se adesuafo enum womo eyi wadi na se ye kasa ide womo esi agina ya adesuafo numi womo atwa wo su kra se ni se omo si suku mu hobiem na ne nyina ya se womo eye niema bia na eni suku ni din no ebo ebra na ama suku ni di kra na ni monyam kra ni biem eno na ama mpanyifo gina so a se e kasa ide wodi kan yi wadi na se si ade wo twa wo su kra e de free suku ni mu ho adesuafo enumi sei na wondi etiem Bernard Bodi Francis Tutu Etuahene John Kelvin Kane Roland Boche Insia and Afe Felix Aqua adesuafo numi won ene yi wadi a say the mpanyifo atena se a wose gina ye say ye hia won wo suku mu ho biem eti won mu atwa wo sukra eni se oba suku mu ho na mpanyifo se afi atwa mu no 2025 kita won sabo so me de to so aduanu baako 21st July 2025 and adesuafo ye yi wadi na won mu wo ho na afi wo mu ana se lectures no makoba ko bi na so mu wo ho na mako hostel ho obi ayi modi de sise moda so ne nam hanom eno na mpanyifo agina so de esi gina yese sukumu ha na omonam no kra no fe ni monyambra emma sukuu no biem enti wo mu hia wo mu biem pam no twa no obi asesa ne niema na won free sukumu honom wo mu saade ehye asa egwa kwam se adesuafo wo KNUS enso emma modern se adesuafo ya pam wo mu yi eni se wo mu omunyina kra tokese enti wo hu nipa krokra na twam na mukra disuafo numi eni kra se eni sa moba suku mu honom eti wei ene kokobo a wodi akwa ade ama disuafo enumi opanya no ene tro krata no oya University Relations Office hono wo Deputy Registrar Dr. Daniel Norris Bequin ono enenne wodi krata abadwa so a wo kire mu se adisuafo enumi ento ahwesofo ene abatan ene awofo nyina so se wo manumi enna ye kasa ide KNUS school no wo munya adisuafo biem eti se wo ya adamfo wo ye nua wo ye wofa wo ye sewa tie na ento se wofa ase ana oba Bernard Bodi Francis Tutu Etuahene John Kelvin Kane Roland Boche Insia and Afe Felix Aqua womunya adisuafo ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Ya tuasam no so meka usa numero no nsia kase abo Grace TV wo hwe bi live Facebook ne ye Angel FM Kumase 96.1 FM Angel FM Kumase eno ye YouTube na Angel FM Kumase nso ye TikTok na metwa ensam no so metwa so na mede to anim wo ginasi a Ghana ban wasie ne nyina ne se ye nuanom nkramofo a won mo ye achiwia yi won mo gu akwankyere no so a Nyankopon ye adom a won mo bewia akwankyere ne nyina ma bawie ye obenim bosome ne da etoso aduonu na enam se da no ebesi eye memene da eno mbekwa akwaye asole nti mampani agina executive instrument eye onu ankasa ne tumi so ama eye section 2 ademaye public holidays any commemorative days act 201 act 601 so ama oba abemu no obaye nsachiraye ema saa dwumadie yi akoso ye nuanom no wo mo ba bagutiri bia bia na emrei ama won makwanya ama won makọ holiday eti enne saa hyehyeye yase akoso ama ahye hwe wo meya fisem so onmonyamfo mutaka mubarak eda no edi atu ye nuanom nkramofo anim se ido fetala wo mu bedie no nyankopon ya adoma wo mu benya fofida bosom ni da toso aduonu na afa ni da toso aduonu miensa enti yegusu awatwaye mu hwese da ne beduru ho na nyina ye de odo abo odo make ho abom se honam baako na yata wo machi ama ide fetel wo modi ni dedede ye nyina wesu ntwa ye honya abofo nkrato mra ye ba ye de obekwa ama no ne nsem
Obeda. Emmanuel Siden Kra. Tabia tabu. Jebenum tabu. Pay a funny face. Pay a tabu. Tabia tabu. Jebenum tabu. Pay a funny face. Bema wa emrekra. Tabia takum. Jebenum takum. Tabia takum. Bema wa emrekra. Tabia takum. Jebenum takum. Pay a funny face. Pay a takum. Tabia takum. Jebenum takum. Pay a funny face. Pay a takum. Tabia takum. Jebenum takum. Pay a funny face.
This advert is FDA approved, not recommended for lactating mothers, pregnant women, and children under 15.
Onam bambonti obiara reda na wa to na abu ejare to abu a papa prep che to door master abu ata enye door master wana abu pumping oh you drew papa it's almost security no so your time but door master royal a special security door or your 7-layered armor it's your robust and strong unlock 12 to 17 times listen it's to gudumpa alright yoba kala ninfe at a 5 to 30 years warranty ka one of those kita smart key sincere door master zaba at a royal and a special series abu here what door master secure plus ka ho only then when you start assurance I bank but when she say yo it's abu biara but door master no any insurance ka wo fie no one Jessica foforo biara bio yeah even sit door master your branches were Accra Kumasi come to 25 Chad Runabout ACP Estate Kwabenya Kaswotepa Junction Obimantobu Asaleja 3rd October Obeye opposite Forest Reserve Kumasi you are insane a chrono so fianko Sawa Masafueje and Sawa overhead telephone 0548 402-640 Door Master the best indoors.
Oh Jack, how do I know Papa say when you are bresa? Unia, me feel na me boss na say and so to swap out.
Send me to for na wenti.
Venus Funis Investment Ghana Company Limited. 20 woman can and woman feel swapper. We are the best in roofing services. And chance papa you decree dance for and they home prandia dear. Venus Funis Company Limited and a double just experts in roofing services. We have aluminium and alu zinc roofing sheets and in a coil. Omu be a friend no value and a volume price 10 to 20 years warranty. Almost also a self-lock, modern self-lock, IBR, IDT, step tile, glaze tile, C-pellets, and aluminium rivets. Venus Phonics Company Limited. A band of customer service. Venus Phonics. More than free estimates, free consultation. What do you do myself? Venus Phonics Company Limited. And sir, and then no materials in our sites. Real estate developers, building contractors, agents, institutions, architects, and Ankran Monshire Venus Phonics Company Limited. Life no more. CCC, a Amoni Trade Winds Plastic Company, and edition 0501 549 796 and 0501 549 797. Venus Funis Investment Ghana Company Limited, partnering housing development.
Odia na woni nyentia ene adanhihye nyina brase ene se kanene na electrical cables omode wire no ene na endim wire enso ndey die Sun Cable Electrical Settlement ahonto aba esenti sisia die building contractors and electricians nyina use Sun Cable Electricals esense ene na dimu ankasa etu die mesra obi so electrician no se cables wode ye wire no se enye Sun Cable cables dia ene na to hufuye ba Sun Cable Electricals your PVC pipes, electrical cables, switch, any socket, and in Ghana here. Your qualified engineers are modern technology na edu Jubedina. Omunya butration ye manu suiti be Brimohanum weather condition. You want the colors of wood war, any size BAB. You brown, black, blue, ash, Enna S. Say 1.5 mm, 2.5, 4 mm, 6 mm, 10 mm, and 16 mm. Nina ye will be. Nakai says is here Wagana Hadie. So obey your wiring Papa Padia. Nay, San Cablo electrical cables. It is open PVC pipes, electrical cables, switch and socket. Free number. Nadudu Bia Openo Yebenya Diamau 0530 774 774. Says San Cablo in your bedroom site. Wow, Orion Tumodawati. Now we be the blog. San Cablo, Lighting Africa. San Cablo, Ghana Standard Authority. Angia Tumuse, yeah.
Angel.
Edeba Angel 96.1 and you run on Siakasi Aboso. A fay me to fast a quadia brace and 1 and 7 Wajabum. Na made many Achemon Crawford Amaso. USA, Yemsembi Aquatiato, Ewo Eye Iraq. Na enipa ensia no no yasafo mu de wono manka wisha to emu wonipa nan na wuye wode wo mko pia ya sabia na mienu nso so akoka ho na wono mo kyase bra wo mo kɔ no na enwo a yedi gu wiemhyɛ mu no asa sa wiemhyɛ no so wiemhyɛ bi a wono ne ngusa wo wiem a wonsi fam ene yedi bia guru mu agese soro na wobi nim se Jeffrey free beto mu ana akɔfa sa arehusem wo yaba nanso ne nyina mu no US mining hu ne se enya nwo na san ye ene jabi nsuso na hye ade hye yi omu nsu se nipakuo bi ewo Iraq asase no so ba bia wo mo nsa no na bia ade we betumi afiri abade mo ntimi nsiso pipo yin sai won sha danye ntwetwemu ensi ye na ni nyina sunsunsuanso no Defense Secretary ewo US mining mu eye Pet Hegseth en waba bonte abeka kyese eye Iran Supreme Leader fofra wo mo de na ba ene na ho adwumadi a wodie emprempre kasa wodo a woka no ema enipa bi kura hu ne se Iran ene US nsensem no se asumdwe betumi aba fa ba bi omu gina so ase abo no kwakwato no fo ewo niema ekoso no nti me ka sei blast foforo akoso Tehran ama no so nipa ba akwa afirimu ati nananom nsiedo na wo bi so se entokwa ekoso wo US Iran Israel entamono asunsunsuanso na di weye aba na nanso ningina mu no US force wo mo de asemu nsi amomo nya ni biada so de besi bia no mo ye mu hwehwemu enti wo mo kwaso aye hwehwemu akosiase akohu ne se eyampa se wiemhya ne be hwe ase ana eje to mu ene kum ni pe wo ma na se eyo bitiri mu pɔ ne botaye bi ene kwafa we nyina ebaye eno so na ye gina nwumre di no nsia kase ebo de be so mo wo no ningina esie sabre yede nase ebe masamfo aboagera Costa wonu na tintim samisa aboabo no ebo ye tridom anwumro ne ewura no mumienu Emmanuel Safomanfo na fe Kesi Solomon maade nyina Christopher Facebook no ne nsa so na enam e ma wutimi hwe ensem a akoso ewo oman intro no ne ntrase baby bia wo hye tokro ni bohwan fe Grace TV enso ma wakwanya ma wo hwe bi ewo ho and information centers amonso moje yeso eto nsemi anwumre ede pete ema ye yedamu nyina mwase ewa adwumaso a mabono anwumre wo bia wo de adwenkyere ba ye nso ye beda wase ne agina so ama moniti a ade na nwuma kuyi ena so yasene mu anwumre nwuma name Angel Wings Travel Air Consort anase yenhia mo anke ewu eba na kwantuo se wo kwa akwa ye adwuma eno nti wo pe visa wo de bekwa wo mo beje ne tawu e de ama osimaketwa bi breketwa bi briti wa bi mo no makeka ne ma asiani odo bekwa US England Romania Italy Czech Republic Serbia Turkey Germany and a year visit and Sranswa New Zealand Australia ningi na wo no mo do bekwa ye wo ohwim market ne hwe ne mu pe ohwim market no enhwe ne mu fra 0559 9766 53 yabajo so me fanko Venus Furnace reference sheets na yenkope de beboye danso awodo no wato nsa Edia Fred distributing agents, building contractors, real estate developers, individuals, churches, institutions say mumro na mumepe self-lock, modern self-lock, Erotiles, industrial deep through, step tile, steel structure system, ceiling and wall joints, modern ebepening system, ceiling and wall joints, modern ebepening in ebi ewo ho. Yawo a year trade waste company limited. And share any more so Mampong. ɛno nti ɛne yɛ mo nkɔmmɔ 0501 549796 ɛna 0501 549797 ebejo so na nwuma yi
Nazareth Fisheries Limited ehɔ na benya catfish papa anu nsuo ɛdɛ opɛ ya ho no anase atoto a ne nyina wo sabeka de ɔte ase wonya nwu ya wo sabeka afei catfish ma no fingerling no so ohia bia ne nyina obenya otu aton ana woto no baako a woyɛ restaurant chop bar anase woyɛ cold store ne nyina aba Nazareth Fisheries Limited a wo sabeka catfish papa ne bi aton ye nationwide delivery bia wo bia de bebro aboabo kese sokoban ehɔ na ye twa kwan wo frɛ Nazareth Fisheries Limited it was 0504 096 521 0504 096 521 Atwema Rabank PLC in Swabadiamau usika semu hwede bia no fabada Atwema Rabank PLC enkrabata no edos nemom kese pa no ewo foase atwema ehɔ na nsabekan se besia na wo hia susu account na pese obi savings account current account and a fixed deposit Atwema Rabank PLC aba edi amount me pacho friend panyin for 0501 387036 0501 387036
Yede something na esia asomfo anwumre yesomo ye the finance minister Fiachin Brodia aka Bidibe wom na afei
ya sapon kuma
ya mamu nyina monitia ya mamu ade na ya so na face sports abeto so na ansa na no memfa awodadie enkrato yi ento awsoen awodie die papa eye happy birthday ena ekwama awura no mienu wono ye ntafo awurade de wono nyina ba asase so da kro eye typer ena option momienu nyina mowo adanse akro from na we free two things ene abusua ni nyina ho ena se yemfa awodadie yi emamo odo enijie enshira kankro bambo asetena papa sikapi enkwa hodi wom enye ni daso enye mochefa na wo mu gina so aka atem se mo na mpembo da biara da awrade ni mbotai ni sento odum mienu gu furuma ba kuma mo ba ye na obegina so apagya mabrabo ama no aye emoho ahip ahuhu ahure yes also enkai bot was on face sports the Don Summer himself